Joseph, Joseph, makikuha daw sa opisina si Aro kini, pero duman din na ka. Iya. Yan sa opisina. Okay, maray na hapon po. The budget hearing resumes. Anong cluster mo yan? So, sa ngunyan po, ang schedule is Safe, Secure, and Humane Communities Cluster. Sa po ma-report. Acknowledge the presence of Sir Rene Gumba. Please proceed.
Mr. Chair, may I present the proposed budget of at least 4 offices: the Public Safety Office, General Services Office, Naga City Dangerous Drugs Board, and the City Disaster Risk Reduction Management Office. Next slide, please. In general, Mr. Chair, each office is requesting for an increase in their specific budget, except the GSO, wherein the Local Development Fund of 10 million pesos will be maintained. Just very quickly, PSO is hoping to get approval for a 57,310,239 pesos budget. GSO, the GSO total, I cannot see that, 40 million pesos. For the CDRRMO, the total is 9,018,864 pesos, with the LDRRMF provision of 106,117,853 pesos, while the Naga City Dangerous Drugs Board is proposing a 3.39 million pesos budget. Just very briefly, Mr. Chair, may I go through each office's details, including the alignment with the finish line as articulated by our city mayor, and their deliverables, in particular pertaining to this proposed budget. Next slide, please. For the Public Safety Office, the focus is on walkable, orderly, and secure Naga. The deliverable that is aligned to 2028 finish line is the promotion of public safety and order in the city of Naga, specifically responsive and enhanced protective services, including effective crime prevention. Organizationally, next slide, the office consists of 172 personnel. We have, Mr. Chair, 24 permanent personnel, 76 casual, and 72 job order, for the total of 172. For the budget comparison, from PS to the CO, the total is generally reflective of a request for increasing budget. The detailed budget, Mr. Chair, would include, as shown here, the personnel services, the MOOE, the capital outlay. Now, just to give an idea of some of the PPAs that we would like to highlight for this year, for the 2026, one is the operations of our command center, the Emergency Operations Center, that will be basically housed in the Center for Safety and Resilience. The second PPA is on the enforcement of road crash controls by using speed limit signages and speed guns. Then the third is the establishment of a 3-digit local emergency hotline, as opposed to our existing multiple number hotlines. Then the establishment of modern, smart, appropriate loading and unloading areas for our commuters in the city. And then the installation of public markings, pavement markings, and signages. All of this, Mr. Chair, is expected to contribute to making our city a little bit safer, a little bit more walkable and humane. Now, in terms of request, we would like to note that in terms of personnel, we hope that the committee will be open to establishments of mid-level plantilla positions, even though there is still an ongoing review by the Development Academy of the Philippines. This request has been previously articulated years ago, Mr. Chair, submitted to the Sangguniang Panlungsod, forwarded to the HR. So the additional number of personnel. By mid-level plantilla position, we mean, Mr. Chair, probably the division level positions. And then the second point is on equipment. We need boom trucks and tow trucks, particularly in the enforcement of our ordinances and maintenance of our CCTVs and traffic lights in the city. For the CCTV, we fortunately got granted we have an proposed 12 million peso provision charged to LDF. In terms of facilities, Mr. Chair, we would like to note that by March 2025, the Center for Safety and Resilience will be operational. So at least the two major items mentioned in our example are actually designed to assist in the operation of such command center. The second office is the General Services Office. The vision contribution is on the walkable, orderly, and secure Naga, efficient, agile, and citizen-focused local government. The deliverables aligned to 2028 finish line, there are at least two: safe, walkable, and well-illuminated Naga City's major thoroughfares, including barangay, street roads, and looban. The second is an accessible, secure, and efficient records management ecosystem. Now, in terms of organizational setup, the personnel of GSO, you have 22 permanent, 20 casual employees, 6 job order, and you have 2 contract of service for a total of 50 personnel. Generally, the proposed budget is asking for an increase compared to the previous year of 2025. For the detailed budget, the personnel services would be 17.33, and the operating expenses would be 12.84 in million pesos. And as previously stated, 10 million will be also coming from the local development fund. For the PPAs that are cited as an example of the contribution to the finish line, the registration of all functional government vehicles owned by LGU Naga, this will be around 800,000. The procurement of insurance from GSIS for our properties, including service vehicles and buildings owned by the city government, around 3 million pesos. The maintenance of service vehicles, that's around 600,000. And then the procurement of security services, around 6,262,000. And then the maintenance of city-owned streetlights facilities, that's around 10,205,942. All of these are coupled as indicated with the outcome indicators that will contribute to the attainment of the finish line. The details are herein provided also specifically for the MOOE, Mr. Chair. Now, in terms of request, the GSO submitted at least 4 considerations. One is in terms of personnel, creation of 1 assistant GSO position, 1 supervising administrative officer position, 3 mid-managers, and 8 clerical plantilla positions per division, and 8 electrician position for field personnel. The funding is also noted here. The request for additional funding for 4 security services, security guards, to be deployed as requested by the Naga City General Hospital. And then on the matter of equipments, the computers, printers, and document scanners. And then also noted here, this has been articulated by the city mayor herself, our need for a centralized warehouse facility. So that's for the General Services Office. Next is for the Naga City Dangerous Drugs Board. In terms of vision, a drug-free Naga City that is peaceful and progressive through productive and responsible interaction between the government and the community towards national and global eradication of drug abuse. Deliverables aligned to the finish line would be in the walkable, orderly, and secure Naga. Intensify awareness campaigns, institutionalize treatment and rehabilitation reformatory programs, and capacitate law enforcement agencies as measures to combat proliferation of illegal substance. In terms of personnel, Mr. Chair, there are 14 contract of service personnel. Please take note that there is no permanent personnel. This, since the director is directly under the city mayor's office at this point. And there are other personnel that are detailed to this office coming from different offices. In terms of budget comparison, the request is for an increase. So from MOOE, a 143% increase, which basically is reflective of the 47% increase, which is basically reflective of the general increase requested. In terms of the detailed budget, Mr. Chair, the MOOE of NCDDB is 3,395,940. And giving example of the PPAs that may be considered, one is in terms of intelligence enforcement and prosecution. This would include the operation of Balay Silangan, support to law enforcement agencies, financial and technical support to BADAC, Barangay Drug Clearing Program. This will roughly be 400,000 pesos. The second main PPA is on public information campaign and education. This will include printing of materials, International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking, or IDDAIT, and the DAPSI, Drug Abuse Prevention and Control Week. And then the strengthening of the Barkadahan Contra Droga, the youth group, and the Mothers Against Drug Abuse, the Women and Mothers group against drugs, and then intensification of drug awareness campaign. This item would be around 600,000 pesos. The next PPA to be cited here is the early intervention, rehabilitation, and aftercare with a total requirement of 1 million pesos. This will basically include implementation of community-based drug rehabilitation and aftercare program, subsidy for random drug testing, allowance of CBDR service providers. And the fourth is support to operation, the maintenance, upgrading of IT equipment, and the office regular operations, around 100,000. And the last one is on operations, which is around 1,295,940 pesos. In terms of request to be noted, there is an appeal for one service vehicle to be used in assisting extraction of voluntary compulsory drug dependents and delivery to the rehabilitation center or in the community-based drug rehabilitation sessions in various barangays, since their staff are going around the various barangays for these sessions. Drug education seminars in various schools, universities, in the community, and organizing of BKD and MADA, as well as hauling of materials during BKD reorganizing activities. There is also here a request for one personnel that is a social worker for the aftercare program. For the last and final office, Mr. Chair, the City Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Office, for the vision, the efficient and effective management of disaster preparedness and risk reduction, contribution to the 2028 finish line, cleaner, greener, flood-resilient Naga, with an emphasis on mas handa kita sa baha, zero casualty, mas dikit ang danyos. With that, Mr. Chair, the organizational structure of the CDRRMO at the moment consists of 22 personnel, 5 permanent, next slide please, 5 permanent, 8 casual, and 9 job order personnel for a total of 22. So generally, the office request, next slide, is for an increase in the budget from when compared to 2025 provisions. In terms of details, the proposed budget would include for PS 5 million plus, for MOOE 3,520,000, for the capital outlay of 270,000. Now going into the PPAs that they would like to highlight, in terms of general administration support, the salaries, wages, the other general services, internet subscription and Starlink, the repair of ambulance and motor vehicles. These are some of the items that they would like to pursue in relation to operations or general administration support. In terms of support to operations, the medical, dental, and laboratory supplies, the meals for disaster response whenever we have activated the EOC and the IMT. So this is already proposed to be given regular budgetary support. And then the laptop and connectors, particularly for our mapping needs for the geohazard, flooding, and other mapping requirements. And then in terms of operations, letter C, for the trainings, there is an investment required for increased skills, knowledge, and competencies of not only of CDRRMO staff, but other respondents as well, including coordination with partner agencies. So around, that's 1,100,000. So take note of the request. The request is for 2 personnel for admin and rescue, preferably those knowledgeable in administrative work and with a background in medical and rescue operations. So with that, Mr. Chair, I conclude the presentation for the safe and secure cluster, and the respective department heads or unit heads are here around also for clarifications and questions on the details. Thank you.
Thank you, Sir Rene. Ano talaga ang pangaran kang cluster nindo? Safe and Secure Communities or Safe, Secure, and Humane Communities Cluster?
I've been advised, Mr. Chair, that it's the safe and secure cluster.
So we delete Humane Communities?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Digdi kaya sa pig-submit sa mo.
Sorry po.
Okay. Sige. Maybe also request the presence of the HR head regarding, pertaining to the request of the offices for personnel. So, paapod man. Si Mr. Ansel Manyo. Okay. For the PSO, Sir Rene, questions from the members of the committee? Councilor Albius.
Mr. Chair, kay Sir Rene, you mentioned you have 172 personnel. How many of these are office-based?
Mr. Chair, I think we have less than 50. We are getting the actual numbers.
Approximately
Roughly 30 personnel, Mr. Chair.
okay. At daytime, how many personnel ang naka-post sa various streets kang
If you are referring, Mr. Chair, to the traffic direction and control personnel, we have roughly 30 personnel at daytime. So manning traffic for deployment in the traffic. That's different, Mr. Chair, from the ordinances enforcement personnel. They are also deployed, but their focus is on ordinance enforcement. So they respond, for example, when there are complaints about obstruction, when you have constituents requesting for assistance because their driveways are blocked. So this is the team that we deploy. At the same time, they are cooperating with our MEPO for the vendors regulation, Mr. Chair, at the CBD areas.
Okay. Ang naka-duty po pag aldaw poon anong oras and until what time?
For the traffic direction and control personnel, Mr. Chair, we have broken time. They start at 6 o'clock in the morning and they end up at 10 o'clock in the morning. This same personnel will resume at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and their duty will end at 7 o'clock in the afternoon. So that completes the 8-hour requirement for this personnel, Mr. Chair.
Aside duman sa naka-duty until 7 p.m., igo pa po kitang other shifting at night time?
Yes po, we have our personnel in the Central Communication Center, the ComCen. 3 shifts po iyan na 8-hour shift so that we can cover the 24-hour operation. So there are at least 5 per shift, 5 deployed personnel there. We also have on a 24-hour basis those from the security division, the security group, Mr. Chair. They perform also 24-hour duty, so they are broken into 3 shifts. They start at early morning until, since it's an 8-hour shift, they cover the area from Panikwason, our Malabsay Falls, up to our JMR Coliseum and our City College and other facilities that are requiring for security presence, Mr. Chair.
Okay. As of now, iguanan command center ang Barangay Peña Francia. Iguanan kita kaning connectivity ang PSO.
Not yet, Mr. Chair. Theirs is a standalone. We have not established yet the connectivity features, particularly of the ComCen with the barangay operation centers. But we are happy to note that almost several barangays, Mr. Chair, already have their operation centers, such as Santa Cruz and, if I'm not mistaken, also here in Triangulo area. So once we migrate into the Balatas area, Mr. Chair, then the connectivity issue, the access to feeds, CCTV feeds, will be one of the preoccupation.
Okay. With regards to man sa establishment of a 3-digit local emergency hotline, mas separate bang hotline ang NAGA or itong pigsusunod kang national?
We are looking into the possibility of using the 911 number, Mr. Chair, but the given quotations that were provided to the city are prohibitive for the city government given the recurring charges, the annual fee that the supplier is requiring. So the mayor is exploring options with other telcos and with other providers and other companies, Mr. Chair, that can satisfy our requirement. The basic goal is to consolidate all our hotlines into simple, easy to memorize, at least 3-digit feature.
Okay. You have budget for additional CCTVs. How many units ang mapoprocure kaniyo?
If we have 12 million, Mr. Chair, right now, our latest procurement in the amount of 5 million pesos was able to cover at least 6 sites. So if we have this 12 million pesos, this will be around 12, 14 additional sites in the city. This will be mainly both for traffic management and for security surveillance purposes, Mr. Chair. The latest procurement that we had, the 6 sites are basically the boundaries of the city, the entrance and exits of the city that are now subjected to surveillance operations.
That's all for now, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Councilor Albius. Ms. BJ?
Hello. Good afternoon, Mr. Chair. Connection po doon sa 3-digit local emergency hotlines. Is this for free? Is there another code that the user need to put? Even if they don't have load, can they make the call also?
I can't venture yet into the details of the absence of load, but similar to the PNP 911 feature, I think calling it is free. But as to whether you can call with or without your load, di ko pa po masimbag sa puntong ini. We will have to consult with the technical team if unloaded cell phones, or especially the prepaid ones, can make the call even without loads. We will clarify that, Mr. Chair, and we will incorporate that in any discussion that we enter into, particularly about the 3-digit hotline po.
Any other member? Sir Nono?
Hello, good afternoon, Mr. Chair. Good afternoon, Sir Rene. Ang question ko lang, Sir Rene, is with all this budget and the proposals, would you say you are confident enough to at least somehow moving forward with the number of personnel and the equipment? Would you be confident enough to say that we are somehow be achieving towards the objective of the mandate of the office, as well as the objective to the safe and secure communities?
To be candid about it, Mr. Chair, the requested budget would at least maintain the status quo. Please take note of the requests that we have manifested, particularly in terms of personnel requirement. We are hoping that we will reach the minimum required personnel as articulated in our right-sizing plan. But if that will be too costly, at least we are hoping that plantilla positions establishing middle management positions will be considered for at least for the morale of our personnel. So that's one. The second one is on the leveraging of technology and equipment. The budget that we are proposing basically incorporate additional CCTVs and initial operations of our command center in terms of security and surveillance purposes. The disaster risk and response, the EOC component, will be handled by CDRRMO. But as far as we are concerned, that is a decent enough to jumpstart the operation of our CESAR, the Center for Safety and Resilience Command Center. But we would appeal really that we need the tow truck and the man lift or the boom trucks, particularly for the repairs and installation of our CCTVs. We have the people, we have the technicians, but we need the equipment. We also have the capability to enforce the towing ordinance, but we lack the equipment. And we have articulated also in the budget, although incorporated already in the budget, so we did not include that in the request anymore, the need for speed guns, and then the need for even the breath analyzers for drunk driving and drugged and drunk driving. So these are, Mr. Chair, what I'm trying to say is that this budget as requested would enable us to jumpstart. But we have also articulated, looking forward, the further requirements that we may be needing.
You mentioned, sir, about the CCTV. No, I'm just curious whether the CCTV will not breach on the data privacy of some people, especially that you mentioned earlier that it will be installed, if I'm not mistaken, if I heard it right, be installed on the strategic places and the boundaries of our city, no, covering CCTV will also capture people or vehicles from passing through the Naga City borders. No, would it not breach the data privacy, and would it be somehow need a dedicated line or dedicated internet subscription for that, so much so that it will not be breached by or hacked by any personnel or any.
Yes, Mr. Chair. In fact, that has been the arrangement already with our ComSen. Under the guidance of our City Legal Office, we have been provided with the procedural requirements for accessing footages, viewing CCTV footages from our facility. So we are now implementing that under the guidance of the City Legal Office. So be assured, Mr. Chair, that the data privacy protection will be upheld as far as the CCTV operation is concerned. And then primarily, this will be installed in generally publicly accessible places. Primarily, at the present, for traffic management purposes, because they will be eventually married to our traffic light system, and then considering also the security requirements for surveillance purposes, wherein we are also requested by the court to provide footages by the trial courts whenever there are crimes committed.
Last question, Mr. Chair. For the speed guns, you would need at least one at most, no? Because, well, for the speed gun to be used in the city proper will not be. I would not think it will be proper for its usage because of the volume of traffic and the slow pace of vehicles, no? So I would assume that at least one would be proper and it will be deployed sa highway. I don't know where it will be deployed, but I think it will be properly. So for the question, how much would it cost at least for one speed gun?
We have provided here a budget of, if I'm not mistaken, around $2 million, at least 2 million pesos. We were given by the LTO an idea of the price of the speed gun. Medyo mahal siya, Mr. Chair. So the mayor is also exploring the solicitation from donors of such gadgets. But of course, we will have to get started with at least one or two for our own procurement so that we can start with the implementation immediately.
I think that's all, Mr. Chair, and I somehow support requirements by the PSO to really implement their programs and projects and their plans for the coming year. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Sir Nono. So, ito, sir, sinasabi mong 2 million, sa speed gun lang ito.
Iyo po. Although pig-explore mi, Mr. Chair, na may mga CCTV na ang may capability na to capture speed. So we are open to the exploration of options and alternatives, whichever is more practical. Sa ngunyan po, speed guns ang item na iyan.
So, included in your proposed budget, a 2 million for the speed gun.
Yes po.
Sige. Tama na ba? Tama
Actually,
ba?
garo, 2 pidaso sa na, Mr. Chair, ang kaya kayan bakalon.
So, one
Mahal.
gun will cost 1 million.
Medyo makantidad po da.
Okay. How about ini pong kuyan, ining link to the barangay outpost? Costing 2 million. Ano po ang kabarali digdi?
Iyo po. Ini po, Mr. Chair, will include the modernization of our existing ComSen na kung dati ang radyo ta analog, we are transforming into the digital platform. Pero ang kinukuata pong platform, itong day nakita mabakal ng mga bago pang radyo sa 27 barangay, their analog radio should be able to communicate with our digital platform. In that context, so link na din kang mga barangay po kaya will be through digital link. So we hope that this initial amount will be able to jumpstart that project.
So with the 2 million, anong babarakalon ka ini?
This would include the radio sets, the digital set, and the hardware requirements. Garo PC po ang kaipuhan malang ka ini. And then mapuuna so linking. Imbis na operator, Mr. Chair, ang masimbag, pag nagradyo ang mga barangay, piglalag in na sa computer. So mga apod, and nakapile na sa mga re-respondihan so that no call will be missed.
Okay. So how about in 3-digit local emergency hotline? The cost, how much ang cost ka ini?
Iniyo po nasa 2.6. Ang ginamit lang po digding figure reference, Mr. Chair, itong sa 911. So costing kang 911. We are aware that the 911 package would really cost more than this. But we are exploring options, particularly partnership with telecommunication companies such as the Globe, which we have had initial discussions already. And they are trying to come up with a modular proposals na data man ma-afford, so kabilugan tulos na 911 package, we can already jumpstart the use of a 3-digit platform, Mr. Chair.
So itong ginagamit ang niya na hotline for Comsen, mahali na ito.
Iyo po si direksyon na tinao sa muya na kaysa magparatuom iba-ibang number, magpara-save ning sa ngunyan 4 na number po, Mr. Chair, Smart, Globe, dito, tsaka igwa pang landline. Mas practical po daan na saro sana ang tatandaan na number igdi sa tuya for emergencies. Lalo na pag nagpapanik na ang tao, nasisibot na mag-upload, then na maghanap sa directory and immediately ready po. Easy to recall also.
So it includes the personnel na masimbag.
Iyo po. But we are leveraging technology, Mr. Chair, na nagsusurubahan nga ni kami, suhuring nag-present chatbot ang masimbag na kaboses daan ni Mayor. The answering process will not be dependent anymore on purely human intervention, but we are leveraging also on technology.
Masimbagan man daw kayan si pangangay po kato nag-upload.
Sa ngunyan po may mga existing models that we have visited, mga operation centers kang ibang mga banwaan. We will have to assess further, Mr. Chair. But we are not saying that we are removing the human personnel within the operation center. In fact, that will just be a tool na so dating demand ngunyan na kung nag-duty kang 8 hours, nauruli po ang mga operators ta paragal-pagal na mayong pundo so mga apod, and then manual pa ninda yan pigla login. So hopefully this technology will ease the job and enable us to handle more calls more effectively, Mr. Chair.
Okay. How about itong duty kang PSO on Saturday and Sunday?
We are working on that, Mr. Chair. Yaw na po igdi si personnel complement per division me. For the admin, so mga nasa office po, we have 20. Admin, training, and information division. For our ComSen, we have 13. For the ordinance enforcement, we have 28 personnel. For the security group, Mr. Chair, we have 49. Dahil po 3 shifts ini, 24 hours. And then for traffic management division, we have 39 personnel. 39. So ini po so breakdown kang distribution kang 149 personnel tangunyan, Mr. Chair.
So magkakaiguan ng particular on traffic for Saturday and Sunday na papansin ta kaya pag Sabado and Domingo mayo ng PSO.
Yes, Mr. Chair. We are trying to rectify that, particularly also because of the requirement to provide Saturday, Sunday rest for our personnel. Ang na-harness maigdi so mga pwedeng i-deploy on a Saturday and Sunday. So we have talked to the division head and they are working out a scheduling na day nauubos na Sabado, Domingo po naka-day off gabos. So nag-stagger sinda ning day off na naka-distribute na. May ma-day off ning Wednesday, may ma-day off ning Thursday. But in relation to that, Mr. Chair, we would like to again appeal for the possibility of supporting us with more personnel for the deployment. We are working out a more efficient mobilization of our deputized personnel. Ito po bagang mga force multipliers na pigtawantang ID. Hali sa barangay, hali sa civic groups, hali sa iba-iba pang organization. but we can only require them so much dahil volunteers. So pipiriton mi po na maging mas visible sinda by weekend para mas makatabang, including the coordination also with the Naga City Police Office Traffic Enforcement Unit. Nagkaulay na po kami ni City Director with the instruction of our Mayor to maximize the presence of enforcers, particularly during weekends po.
Okay. So may request kang additional 45 personnel.
Inarticulate mi lang po so kay Puan mi for the minimum efficient operation. But whatever additional personnel that can be provided will mean a lot for the PSO, Mr. Chair.
Sige. Ining boom truck, sa ini gagamiton?
Ini pong boom truck, ini pong sa tong mga CCTV, may kapang-ipuhan ng periodic maintenance. Ini pong pag-install, ini pong sa tong mga technician, kang traffic lights, kang CCTV, dahil kayang maghagahag sana para magsarakat. So they really need the equipment. At this point, kapag ma-repair po kang sa tuyang mga CCTV, naghahalat na may mabakanting boom truck sa mga sinusublian ming opisina. Kadalasan ang nai-istorbo mi si Sir Art or si Sir Marvin sa Enro para magsubli kang boom truck tabi. When they are not available, our personnel are on hold. So mayo din ning nagigibong repairs and including the installation also. So yan po yung requirement mi man lang sa boom truck, Mr. Chair.
What about ining additional request for CCTV?
Ini pong CCTV na cover na po iyan, Mr. Chair, na i-charge sa LDF.
So okay na siya.
Okay na po iyan.
Okay. Sige. So, how much it cost ang sarong boom truck? Mga 6 million.
Roughly 6 million, Mr. Chair. And there's another request baga, Mr. Chair, on the tow trucks. Haloy na po kaya kaming pigpaparasugo na may naka-park digding behikulo, hatako nindo, may towing ordinance kita, i-implement nindo.
What happened duman sa itong kaulay na kadto for the towing? Itong may private company na in charge kayo pag tow.
Nag-back out na po, Mr. Chair. We have one accredited private towing company pero nag-back out na sa agreement with the city. So mayo nakita ngo niya ning towing company na partner for the implementation of the ordinance. The ordinance stipulates na kung mayo na ning private company, the PSO is hereby tasked to execute and implement the towing ordinance. Unfortunately, we do not have the tow truck to do so, Mr. Chair.
May nakamong option na i-publish girara to invite another private company. Baka may magusto girara yan.
We can do that po. We can talk to interested maybe investors as well, because it was also packaged as a business. In the ordinance, it is explicitly stated that the company that is accredited by the city will be earning from the engagement with the city.
Okay. So, question for other members? Councilor Pelix.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. May I ask lang, Mr. Chair, from our representative from the NCDDB, kay Sir...
Hindi pa kita sa NCDB.
Di pa po.
PS mo.
PS, later na lang po, Sir.
So, tapos ang tango ng PSO. Any other comment, remarks for the Public Safety Office? So si mga request, ipapark may na. Kung may mahanapan po, we will provide the request. Thank you, Sir Rene.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
So we go to GSO. Sir Art. Questions from the committee?
May I remind that the PSO have component offices for POC and for the PLEB?
Sige, we'll discuss later. may hapot po for the GSO. Sir Art, regarding digdi sa mga request nindo, ining creation of 1 assistant GSO position, 3 mid-managers, and 8 clerical position, plantilla, and 8 electrician. So sa ngunyan, mayo kaning mga position na ito.
Sa kanyan po, may mga division po kami na clerk 1 ang nakatukaw. So, ini pong mga mid-managers, duman po ma-assign at least maging officer 1 man lang ang mag-handle kang ibang division na bakan na puro clerk lang po ang nagkakap.
So isa ang next in rank sa imo?
Ang next in rank po sa ko is supply officer 3.
Salary grade?
18.
18. Okay.
Ngunyan po kaya, pag nagkaigwa po kaming warehouse, mababa nga ang office me. Ang saro po nasa balatas na si ma-handle kang supplies, dapat po may in-charge man naman.
Sa ngunyan, may additional position, may new position kamo na included in the annual budget.
Yes, sir.
60.
Sa storekeeper po yan. Actually, duwa baga po sina-approvean kang
It was approved in
Sanggunian.
the Sanggunian.
Pero-
2 new position,
Opo.
admin assistant 6 and admin aide 4. So aside from this, nagre-request pa kamukang, may we hear from a HR pertaining the request for the additional plantilla position of GSD.
Sir, good afternoon. Per instruction po kasi, as of now, per instruction ni Mayor, status ko muna kita, sir. Sa gabos na creation, on hold na muna. Pending result from the DAP, yung kinonduct nindang assessment, and then, sinda po ma-recommending, kumbaga, right sizing, ma-recommend sinda ning mga position kung ano lang po ang appropriate sa kada office. So, as of now, day pa po kita, put on hold na muna yung mga creation.
Sige, pero pa-take note kaning mga request kang
Yes po.
GSD
Noted po,
dahil
yes.
kung ngunyan dahil siya pwede, baka next year pwede
Yes,
naman
opo.
dahil sa
Noted
pangangay
po.
po kang opisina.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Sir Art, ining additional for security security guard. Sa kunyan, pero ang security guard to sa NCGH,
sa ganyan po, duwang shift. Nagsurat po si Dr. Joseph na mangangai po siya ng apart na guard saro sa infirmary, saro sa may laboratory. Ang naka-assign po niya today is mga PSO. Nawawara man.
i-call tang attention
Mas
kang
gusto niya
head.
kaya po ang blue guard talaga. Para nababandahan dapat.
So ining apat na security guard will be assigned at bako man sa NCGH.
NCGH po. Duman po mismo sa may office niya. 12-hour shift. And itong tulo po sa may infirmary. Ang sangon niya po
Infirmary sa
no,
sa Carolina?
No. Sa ano po sa may laboratory and pharmacies. Duman po i-assign. Day po nakokontrolan ang mga tao pag ano.
So sa ngunyan, ang assigned duman, PSO. Mayo.
PSO po, ikaw pong inali na pala.
Inali na. Pig? Pig-absorb na, di
Gusto na nga ni sir,
hospital personnel na. Pero ang trabaho mang garugirari nila, security. O bako na. Kaya nga ni, kang pig-request sa Indo, ang trabaho ninda is security.
Dati po, Mr. Chair, PSO only deploy the money in security. So, eventually, in-absorbing kasi mga PSO na yung dumani.
So,
Kaya na kami nakikita ng internal security na dati.
okay. Sige. Take note mi ini, sir, pag hearing kang
Ayun po.
Naga City General Hospital, aramon mi si pangangai po.
may computation kami, sir.
How much this will cost?
Para sa apat lang po, it will cost 2.1 million.
2.1 million. Sige po. I-quen mi lang ano
Alam ko na kaya ang rate ng guards
oo.
para sa audit.
Sige po. So, pag hearing po kang NCGH, iyahapot mi ni kay Dr. Sanchez. So, sa ngunyan, sir, pero ang security guard for the City
17
Hall?
po, deployed.
17. Okay.
Tapos nag-request pa po ang Treasurer's Office at least 12-hour shift lang. From 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. para may gwardiya sinda dyan habang nag-opisina.
Di gustong sabihin ngunyan, na si guard na pang-aldaw sa City Treasurer's Office.
Nagkulang po si budget, nag-pull out kita mga gwardiya.
Pero importante yun dyan. May
Kaya
cash
po.
dyan.
Yes, sir.
Oo.
Kaya lang, limitado kaya po ang tinatao sa mong budget. So, naka-assign po dyan ngunyan is PSO.
Sige.
Pero ang inaagad nila, during the day, at least 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., may sarong blue guard. Para may
Sa ngunyan, isa yung nagbabantay dyan.
PSO, sir.
Pero importante kaya dyan may guard dahil may cash kita dyan. Oo. Sige, 1 guard for City Treasurer's Office.
Yan po dyan ang computation ng per guard.
So one guard will cost
Yung 12-hour shift lang, may mga rate na po dyan. Yan pa ang deployment ka mga gwardiya tangon yan. Yung kopya po nila.
sige, okay. Question from other members? Councilor Gale?
Ma-check lang po ako, may EO on fleet management. Kung i-implement siya, under the GSD ba yun? And if so, may implication sa budget?
Sa ngunyan po, inassign ako as TWG. Nag-ibo kami ng draft kung paano papadala gano'n ng fleet management. Pero may pa po akong memo na ako na talaga ang ma-handle. Although, gabos na information po, na-research mo na, pinorward mo na sa inyo. Hinahalat ko lang po na i-assign talaga ako para mapunan mo na po.
Mr. Chair, pwede tang mahapot si Dave kung if ever mai-implement ito sa ing office siya under GSD ba? And kaipuhanta na ba siyang i-consider sa budget?
Yung
If may move.
paman final pero si direction po under sa GSD ang fleet management.
Okay.
Dahil pa man natukawan po with Art kung ano ang implications niya sa staffing or duwa po kayong direction sina-mention ni Mayor. Ang saro, maghanap ng space para ma-centralize si locations ng mga vehicles. Narig-aram ta bago nagahali kung nasain. Panduwa, i-explore itong geotag na mga facility, mga equipment na pwede ta magamit para natatrack si vehicles. Iyo po, tugaro ang may cost implications na later on, nakalaog man kadikit sa Mayor's Office si initial fund. Pero duman po sa team, day pa po natukawan. Yaon pa lang duman sa analysis kang si report na pig-submit po kang TWG headed by Art. Mr. Chair.
Sa ngunyan po, may nagpa-pilot po kami perang sasakyan. Pero libre po, sasaguton or i-donate. May sarong grupo po na nag-present sa mo yan. Nasasaguton ninda, sinda ma-requesting funding sa taas or sa national, mayang gastos ang city.
Okay.
Pati nga ni truck, sabi ko, idamay mo na. Pwede daw. So, Ginahalat mi lang po si result.
Okay, thank you po, Mr. Chair.
Sir Nono?
Po, balikan ko lang yung sa security guard. Tama Sir Art na 17 yung existing
17 gabos.
ang guards and proposed is 28.
No.
Ay,
Plus madagdag pong 5.
Kasi may proposed na security guard per office, 28. So 17 plus 5 lang.
Si mga dati mi kaya sir is pero si dati ta 18. Kadakol kayang office na nagre-request ng blue guards man.
Apo.
So kami nag-a-adjust lang kami kumpara si budget na inallocate sa mo, iyo man lang ang kaya mi panuan tapos priorities ng mga offices.
Okay po.
Ang piglalagay.
So yung 17 po niyo, may naka-deploy na di sa different offices. Tapos
Yes.
pero yung priority lang, as mentioned earlier and noted by the committee to the chairperson is that yung city treasurer's office has to have a
At least one.
At least one, no? Pero sa ngunyan galmayo, no? Pero from among po digdi sa offices na mentioned also, I would assume na may priority di ang different offices. May
Yes, sir.
priority, no? Take for example yung sa GSO, CTO, pero yung Naga City General Hospital I mentioned earlier, may separate naman siya na security force. Pero would also
May additional pong hinahagad. Yan po naka-record yan is 4 plus 4 po ang hinahagad niya, General.
Okay po. So, pero aside pa po yan naman sa, as mentioned by Sir Rene, na si PSO Ninda na-absorb na.
Pero dahil na po nag-function as guard.
Bako ng
11. Iba na function. Kaya
Iba
gusto
ng function nila.
ni Dr. Sanchez talagang blue guard talaga. Parang,
Okay. So, bako na siya nga sa ano. Okay po. So, just clarifying, Mr. Chair, because from the 17, I would assume na yung offices ng DU would also goyan si priority, but there are other offices na nag-requesting additional na, as mentioned earlier, 5 pa, pero will be deployed from among the different offices. Pero may existing na siya, pero dadagdagan pa ng additional.
Yes, sir. Actually po, yung 17 na natada, dahil yan nag-increase si salary kang mga guards base sa dole. Kaya naging 17 na lang nagparadikit. Ngunyan, ang binaditan mi, dahil sa increase for this next year, yung 17 mangyara, iwan na po yan, 6 million mahigit.
Yeah.
Kung madagdag kita, siguro nakakaipuan pa mga 5 million.
Noting with that, Mr. Chair, parang from, as mentioned also, parang it seems also na since na-absorb na itong function ng supposedly deployed na PSO, so yung PSO is short of manpower din, nabawasan ng 11, and then may additional na 5 na for the blue guards. So it would assume na yung PSO, since hababaan ng number ninda, then na sila ma-deploy ng different PSO sa iba't ibang mga offices na
Willing man da po si Dr. Sanchez na ibalik na pag may blue guard na. Ibalik niya na si mga PSO.
Ay,
Oo nga ako.
ibabalik na. Happy hire na yun da. So may, sir, para maluwas, may kulang ng 11 from the 170 plus na nakalaag sa imo. Okay. So, iyan mo na, Mr. Chair, parang just to clear up that.
Sundan ko lang, sir. Sangon niya na budget ang 6.2 million. Ang ma-accommodate lang kaya 70 na guard.
17 guards.
And yung 70 na guard,
Iyon na po yan ang breakdown ng sweldo ninda.
ining assign na sa GSO, CTO, Old Naga City Hospital, JMR Coliseum, OLI, Naga City Youth Center, SWMO, JMR Museum, and Naga City Abattoir, City Nursery, and BSTC. Yeah,
Yan kaya po si mga kadaklan na perming nilalaog din para abon. Kaya dyan talaga nagpalaag kitang blue guards na may badil. Kuminsan, Kung PSO, kung medyo surugan lang yan yung tulong tao, dahil na, baka dahil na maglaban. Pero kung may badil kaya, iba man.
Siguro, kung mahanapan budget, mas maray na maglaag kita. Pero kung in kaso dahil kaya, pag-adalan garo, ining deployment kaning 17 guard, duman sa mas nangangaipo. Ano? Dahil, one, ining treasurer's office.
Ito nga ni sir na iko po dyan nakalag na old hospital sa Peña Francia. May 2 gwardiya kita naka-assign dyan. Inahalian ko na ko yan kasi day pa man naglilipat ang City Health. Ang naka-start naman
kaya nga ni, baka
pwede ko silang i-pull out, i-transfer ko ini.
Pero baka ribayan manggiraray duman in the form kang PSO.
O di pwede ko na pong ilipat.
Kaya nga ni, iyo nga ni sir. So, kaya nga ni, I suggest kung dahil mapupunduhan additional request, adalan po ining kung sa ini-deploy ining 70 na guard. Ano? Okay?
Yes, sir.
May iba pa po. May regarding GSO. Sa kunyan sir, ining budget for the year, may mga bago kitang may ilawan.
Sa 10 million pong annual budget ko, ang 3 million po dyan, naka-assign po yan sa mga new installation, si mga request sa tuya, si mga main roads na ipanailawan na mayong secondary line, kita na po nagpo-provide kang mga poste, kang mga wires, kang ilaw gabos. Kaya, ang 7 million po dyan is pang maintenance, ang 3 million po dyan si mga request for new installations.
Okay. Sige. May hapot pa po sa GSO. Okay, kung may... sir, duman sa personnel mo, pira ang 10 years na duman, na casual?
Si mga casual, apat po, pero garo na i-promote na.
Nakabali naman sinda?
Nakabali na po.
Okay, sige.
Tapos siguro mga 8 years pa lang.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay po.
Salamat. Sir Rene, balikan ko lang itong sa casual mo po, pero duman ang 10 years na.
Igwa po kaming 11 na
nakabali naman siya duman sa mga...
Nagpo-process po muna.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, sir. So we proceed to NCDDB. Di pa? Yes, sir. Mabalik ka man, dahil? Sige po.
Mr. Chair, inote ko lang din po na dahil kaya duman sa 17 na guard kang GSO, kami so nagpano ng 17 personnel. Kaya mahiling po so kadipisilan mi sa deployment, lalo na pag-abot sa security po.
Sige. May allocation pa kamo for job order?
Iyon na po pinapakiulay duman sa request.
Sige. Thank you, sir. Dahil ka pa man, itong dua, PJ? Ay, JP? Okay, so we proceed to NCDDB. Question po from the members of the committee for the Naga City Dangerous Drugs Board. Councilor Jepson.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I will be asking questions, Mr. Chair, for the purpose of public information din po. May I ask, Mr. Chair, how many na po ang Barkada Kontra Droga units within Naga City?
Sa ngunyan po, there are 14 secondary public schools and 3 private schools.
Okay, Mr. Chair. And from these units po, ano si mga biggest schools po na nagko-comprise kang total membership kang BKD?
Siyempre si mga darakula pong population like Kamhay, saka si mga active. Usually kaya as an organization, dahil mga bus kasali. So, ugwa lang silang set of officers And then they are the ones who initiate mga awareness activities to schools. But so far, there are a total of 1,600 BKD members.
Okay po. From, since may 1,600 po na members for BKD, digdi po sir sa budget nindo, since 600,000 po ini, how much of the budget will go to the BKD?
Sa 600, mga 100K po.
Enough ba sir ang 100,000 to cater to the 1,600 members?
If we will go full blast about that, kasi kulang pa man talaga ang naabot mi sa awareness activity. Pero pagkakasyaon mi kasi not all schools na nag-request for awareness, nag-request for snacks. Sometimes they are the ones providing for the students.
Yes po. So sa programs po, all year round ba ini sir or may per quarter lang siya? And ano po si mga PPAs under the Barkada Control
Basically, every year meron silang General Assembly. And then all other activities depende na po sa schools kung ano ang kanilang mga holistic activity, but mostly they are requesting for awareness, drug awareness activity.
Okay, follow-up questions lang po, Mr. Chair. May plans po ba ang BKD na mag-expand at the community-based or maging community-based organizations? Like, for example, sa barangays po?
We are parang imbibing them to do that. Kaya nga nagkaroon kami ng parang small search for BKD na inilagay namin as criteria yung mga community involvement nila. So we are trying to encourage them na magkaroon such activity as an organization.
Yes po, Mr. Chair. Since for next year po baga kaya sir, we are expecting na magkaigo kitang Youth Advocacy Center CC partnership na po with Dangerous Drugs Board, and we hope that the BKD will be at the front lines as well of this advocacy.
Surely po, they will be more committed sa mga ganung activity. But then, and also, kinausap ko na rin si Mayor about the Special Drug Education Center. Sabi niya after the summit na lang kasi kulang pa yung mga data ng mga ganon. The Special Drug Education Center does not only cater. It serves meron na po tayo mga CICL CAR programs for that, but wala pa po tayong for out-of-school youth. I hope next year ay gagawin natin. Kaya lang itong SDEC, ang guidelines nito is parang hahawakan talaga ito ng CSWD. And we will try to convince and help them na magkaroon not only for mga BKD sa schools, but also mas maganda kung mayroon din tayong programs for out-of-school youth.
Last, Mr. Chair. Under the SDEC, Mr. Chair, how much would be the operational cost kang SDEC?
Wala pa po kung ano. Kasi ang SDEC kasi is a committee na dapat mag-usap-usap kung ano mga programs and how much would be. But for a start, for organizing siguro, 100K would be enough.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you.
Okay. Other question? Councilor Gale?
Mr. Chair, siguro itong naghahanap ko taan na ako katong measures kung sa INAP how far ang inaabot kang awareness campaigns.
Yeah.
Ang measures po baga kaya si participants, number of participants. pero di ita na ma-maximize na itong participants ta, sinda ko ta na ang nagagamit ta din na garo watch groups, arogan, garo daiyan masyado naka-infringe sa isip ninda. Baka garo hanggang awareness lang talaga because ang title kang si program or service is awareness campaign. Pero magayon kaya pong mahiling tanan na ini gaarog na kanikadako lang awareness campaign na ginibumi, and ano daw ang implication duman sa pagbaba o pagdakol kang kaso taman giraray. Although data man yan garo direktang ma-measure, pero at least somehow igwa kitang paagi para mahiling kung gaano nakakatabang sinda. Kasi si BKD, dakulaon na siyang grupo. Sayang kung pirming awareness, pero baka pare-pareho lang itong naitataotang awareness campaign for them. Baka may level itong social behavioral change ko ta na nahihiling ta na because of these efforts, igwang outcome man siya. Baka arog na siya i-level up na po garo ang satuyang programs. Ang saro pa po itong Simada, magayon na maray na programa Simada, pero garo nalilimit din siya ulit sa pigtitipon tas hinda tutukdoan what drug use is, arog kaayan. Pero baka gamiton ta na din sindang watch groups nga ni no, na nagbabantay ngarig malaog din sinda sa hiling ko ma-marry sinda duman sa ibang programs na po for parents. Baka kiki-coordinate na kita sa iba't ibang offices na sa hiling ta nagko-connect si drug use. Like for example, sa CPNO may programs for teenage pregnancy. So baka pwede na din kitang naglalaog na duman sa mga efforts ninda. May programa ang Sanggawadan for Families, ang 4Ps. Baka arog po kaayan. So pwedeng daw sa dit ang budget kang office, pero nakikisakay kita sa programs kang ibang opisina. So nahihit naman giraray si targets. Arog po kayan. Tapos, naiintindihan ko kasi gano'n nakapirang budget hearing na haluyon ng maray, mayo talagang plantilya, position, not even casual, no? Garo puro contractual. Tama ba? Tama.
Opo,
Iyo
casual po. And JO.
Opo. So, paano ta ma-justify na kaipuhanon ng maray kang opisina itong nakatutok din talaga? Data man sinasabi kasi in fact, ang mga tao, ang function ninda, bako man pang contractual, minsan lampas pa sa oras kang dapat na pinagtatrabahuhan, day-day matatawaran ng efforts, pero baka ma-justify man na kaipuhan naman ning tao no, na plantilya or at least casual. Tangarig makatutok man po sa mga programa. Tadi kaya dakulaon itong kaipuhan tang i-address, pero di kaya dahil inilang ang taong available. And then papakusugon ta din po si partnership duman sa mga grupo sa barangay.
Sige po. Thank you very much for the advices, Mr. Chair. But we'll do the recommendations of Honorable Councilor Gay. But ito pong sa mothers talaga, haloy po itong para nagpapahingalo kasi namamali siya ako katumasid ang direksyon. Pagka may idadait and dapsi, saka lang naruluwas, may sumba. But I am now reorganizing the MADA per barangay. Kasi tama po ito, Ma'am Gail, we will do that. Hindi lang talaga awareness. Sila mismo nagsabi, we have to strengthen the family relation or parenting skill as one of the skills, and also papasok na rin yung mga recommendation ni Ma'am Gail. Sa BKD naman po, yan, that's why meron tayong contest BKD search para matuto naman sila ng mga ibang initiative projects na wholesome, nakakatulong. And one of which is they want to engage na as advocates for mental health. So, hindi lang talaga pang drugs na. So, thank you very much, Ma'am Gail, for the ideas and concept.
Sige, bago si Miss BJ, igwang permanent position for NCDDB, which is the position of former councilor importante. Kaya lang nakalaag lang siya sa mayor's office. Pero kang inaprubahan tabaga ini, kabali pa ko kadto sa sangguniang panglungsod, and the author is now the head of the NCDDB. Dapat yaon siya sa NCDDB. Although the office is under the office of the city mayor, pero may separate siyang office. So baka on the next presentation kang budget, the position of former councilor importante, yaon na siya sa plantilla kang NCDDB. Dahil iyo man to si wisdom kadtong ordinance na pigpas ka ito. It is a separate office, however, under the office of the city mayor.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. But,
and then, dagdagan na lang garong other plantilla position para maayos lang na ang NCDDB is a separate office under the office of the city mayor.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. But aram ko na very aware na dyan si Mayor.
Kaya nga, para maayos lang si structure na kang NCDDB. Yeah, pa-take note, sa HR, next ko yan.
Sa recommendation pati nga ni, if you will notice, nag-request pa kung sarong social worker. Kasi magagamit tayo sa MADA and then sa natatambak na po kasi aftercare na.
Sige, baka makonsider siya, pero for the entry level, i-contract of service ngo na.
Sige po. Bale. Thank you.
Inilang tungkol duman sa bahay silangan.
Balay silangan.
Balay silangan. Na kasubago, na ulayan mi sanggunian, i-repair kaya ito na temporary shelter kadtong children's home. So ano si arrangement duman? Gagamiton pa ba to as for the meantime na gamit ito kang children's home? Gagamiton pa ba kang opisina nindo for balay silangan?
Definitely hindi po pwede kasi mga children yun eh.
Kaya nga
balay silangan
iyo to ang hapot ko ma-disturb man duman si mga aki kung gagamiton ito pa.
Hindi po pwedeng isalak, Mr. Chair.
Iyo man lang ito. So for the meantime nagamit ito kang children's home, then na ito gagamiton.
Wala na po.
Pero ano si arrangement? Na bagay itong...
according to our good mayor, medyo temporary, but then baka dumana talaga sila na bagong building. We will try to identify na lang kung sa...
So, ang direction...
So far, we have ngunya na
kumbaga gagamitin...
na nagbabalay sila kasi dahil may maiwasan because there are court orders na ibuhon. Ang ginigay bumi sa office mo na. And for other activities such as tree planting.
So, mabalik manggiraray ka mo duman? Or
dahil na po pwede.
So, yun na to ang pansamantagal na opisina.
Iya po.
Okay. So, inaramta lang dahil syempre, dahil pwede itong salakan itong mga aki duman. Thank you. Miss BJ.
Sige.
Mr. Chair, may concern lang po ako regarding sa sa number 3 po.
Opo.
Sa intervention, rehab, and aftercare. Di ba po iniyo different phases siya, different stages. So after po ni aftercare, is that going back to the community? So ang concern ko lang po, sir, is that with 1 million, how did we arrive to that? Do we have profiles po ba? Do we have a number? How are we going to use the 1 million for these specific numbers? What are the programs and initiatives?
Actually, the aftercare under the mandate ng or regulation ng government TDB, it should be handled now by the CSWDO office. Meron naman tayo. So far, yung mga partner natin ay are waiting for the request. Halimbawa, if they need the livelihood assistance or training, andyan ang Metro Peso, lagi naman silang open, or TESDA. The only problem is, pagkatapos kasi ng community-based, which is 4 months, ipapasa namin sa kanila. Hindi pa ako naka-receive ng report ng kung ano na ang program nila. Kung may interview, sino ba dyan ang how many are elementary graduates, how many are unemployed, based on the intake interview. So we are waiting. And they will implement, supposed to be the CSWD.
So basically, sir, those initiatives are coming from a different agency?
Must be the implementation of the aftercare para maka-integrate sila sa community. Halimbawa, it should start with the intake interview. Aalamin nila kung ano, iba-iba kasi ang pangailangan nila. Kung may problema sa family, it will counseling. Kung legal. Kung employment. Kung training. Education. So, ang dapat ginagawa na lang, makikipag-coordinate na lang sa mga concerned agencies para sa kanila.
Okay, kasi, correct me if I'm wrong, but before po kasi, part ng NCDDB, ang Metro Peso, ang NCCW, CSWD, like what you've said po, may mga interventions coming from the other office. So if there's an intervention coming from CSWD, Metro Peso, regarding the aftercare, so bakit po natin kailangan yung 1 million for NCDDB?
Ang hindi lang kasi po yan, most of the budget for the 1 million is for the community-based drug rehab program.
CBDR. Okay. That's all, Mr. Chair.
Councilor Gale.
Okay. Councilor Gale.
Yes, Mr. Chair, ma-clarify lang dahil napag-ulayan si Balay Silangan. Kasi baka mag-abot ng panahon, problemado kita. Ang intindi ko po, si Balay Silangan, it's with BJ, ay si nga po, itong si agency, PIDEA. Tama, PIDEA, PIDEA. Tapos, ang aram ko, may mga requirements yon na eventually may accreditation siya. So, hadit ko, kung si mga aki from children's home yaon duman, tapos kaipuhan din siya later on ngaya, si Ripon Campideya, ano mangyayari duman sa mga aki? So kung baka adala na po this early, na temporary, kung temporary talaga, pero kung magiging children's home na siya, giro kaipuhan taman giraraining panibagong Balay Silangan. Tadai po siya pwedeng pag-iba nun, di ba?
Pagkakaaram ko ba kaya, it's a permanent structure na mabago na nga building plan na nailing ko. So, the design would be for the children. So, talagang hindi na pwede. Kami na lang po ang mahanap ni another venue. Dahil pwedeng gamito na to as Balay Silangan.
Yes, so malinaw man po yan.
Yes po.
Yan. Okay. Sige po, thank you.
Okay. Any other question for Sir Nono?
Sige.
Sorry. Sir Nono, then Councilor Albius.
Hello. Given the budget and the priorities, the PPAs ng Talag, pero it seems may mga possible changes na Would this be the right priorities, right direction towards the finish line, given the budget or given the activities or PPAs na nakalag?
Sige po, I believe so. Kasi if you will notice, halos pipirama lang talaga yan. Strengthen the awareness program, and according to Ma'am Gay, bako lang talagang lecture. That would include strengthening the family, mental awareness, etc. And health and reformatory facilities kay po pa yan. I-institutionalize na. So, yaman po yan dyan sa mga PPAs.
Apo. Pero given that parang it seems na may, hindi ko alam kung pwedeng sabihin na kulang ng budget with the directions that the NCDDB would like to take towards the achievement of the finish lines, no? Kasi may mga indicators that will say somehow reduction of drug personalities by 75%, no? But given the budget, 75% is a big target, no? Parang it seems yung priorities or the priorities would not match the budget, would not be equal to the budget. Parang pagadalan siguro, baka back to the drawing board, it seems, para at least mabalance itong the budget as well as the priorities towards
Sige
finish
po,
line.
Adalanta. And we will apply the necessary adjustment.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Sir Nono. Councilor Jess.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Query lang kay Kap Tuti. For other general services, current year, you have 441,700. For next year, it's 863. Inimpig dagdag na more than 200,000 for creation ni yuning ano?
Actually, sa general services, kasi kaming PS, dahil wala pa pong item, kabali na po yan si mga allowance of the service provider or facilitator for community-based drug rehabilitation.
May man i-create ding permanent positions?
Mayo pa po.
May pa din. Okay.
Okay. Any other question? Sa ngunyan, pira na ang drug-cleared barangay ta?
So far po, 16.
16. So out of 27, may 16 na kitang drug-cleared. May mga naka-line up ng for drug clearing?
Igo po, pero masakito na po. Maagi talaga sa karayam. Because among the parameters, igo pong duwang pinakamasakit dyan. One is the absence of pusher and user sa barangay, and the other is all those who have submitted for the program, inapod natin katong panahon, drug surrender, PWOODS na ngunyan. Si Gabos na nag-submit sa program, dapat makakomplete. All of them must have completed the program. Mayo na pong nagpapahiling, matatagas na po ang payo. Kaya,
so baka at least kung at least pero to si requirement in a year for us to qualify sa SGLG ba yan?
dapat po maging high functional, which is binabaan ng 75 na ata yun. Gabos na po sa kadak.
Kaya nga ni, in a year pero dapat ang ma-drug clear barangay.
Maski saro lang, may points na po yan.
Siguro, mas maray. Mag-target manggiraray kita.
Pirmi na po.
Maski kada saro, kada sarong taon, saro.
Pirmi na po.
Oo. I-target na. Itong pinaka-puzzle ng, itong puzzle na barangay na. Ano, si mga difficile na barangay, ihuri na ito.
Iya po.
Kimam G na lang, how much it cost itong for 1 year kang sarong contract of service na social worker? Estimate. Or pira? 130. For social worker yan. Social worker yan. Bakong estimate para kung sakaling mahanapan. Anyway, contract of service man yan, pero
Contract kasi, sir.
pero remember na social worker yan. Itong social worker rate.
Kung casual kasi, salary grade 10. Salary
Dengo na kita kayan. Entry level man.
Contract man lang kasi, sir. Ang reigning rate na po ngunyan, sir, sa ina is 12,000. 12,000 to 14,000.
14,000. So iyan ang i-compute for other general services lang. Bako sa casual mo na. So mga gura no siya.
Kung 12 times 10, mga 160.
160. Sige. Yeah, thank you, Jay. May iba pa pong hapot for the NCDDB. Kung may na, thank you, Kap Toti. Balikan ko lang si Sir Art. Sir Art, since magkakaigwa na kita ng itong bodega, may budget bang pig-alokar sa Indo for the purchase of common use supplies? Si ideya baga sa Indo na since magkakaigwa na kita ng bodega, ma-stock na kamo kadtong mga common use supplies and ang mga opisina sa Indo na lang mabakal. May allocation ba for dyan para sa Indo?
Ang aram ko, sir, 70% ka mga office supplies ka mga departments. Isusuway na, transfer na sa mo.
Okay.
From there, consolidate mo siya,
ibabakal Indo.
Pero
tapos, itataon na sa mga
RIS
opisina.
na lang po. Ma-RIS na lang siya. Ano mga...
So ma-request na lang.
Ma-request na lang.
Pero ito, intended na ito para sa Inda?
Yes, sir. Kung ano sinakalaag mo duman sa 70% allocation mo, yung mangyari mauko. And aram ko, ang budget sa Muya is more 18 million, 16 million para sa warehouse. Pero bakante pa ito, pang mga
kaya
shelves.
Si mga i-stock, si mga... Pag iyan kaya, pag allocation manggiraray kang opisina, pag nabakal na yan, kukaanon manggirarayan kang opisina.
Oh, yes, sir.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Ang apprehension ko, kaipuhan yan uday kang opisina, to sa Inda yan, kukaano na yan.
Dapat, sir, kung mga nagpara-order sindang ink, tapos na ininda kukuanon, maalang yan sa...
Iyo, kaya lang, pag araw ka yan, maski na ikaipuhan kang opisina, kukuanon yan. Di manggiraray kita makakatipid. Ang ideya ko ta is may fund na i-allocate sa Indo. Iyon na to ang ipo-purchase nindo. Pag ang opisina mga ipuhang kadto, garo itong araw ba kadto, sir, sa DBM na kamo na itong babakalan kang kumbaga si budget kang opisina papaagi na lang yan sa
RIS lang yan sa Muya.
Iyo, oo. Tapos, idididak na sa opisina.
Ano kaya saan mangyayari? So, dahil bulk bidding kita, makakamenos na maray.
Iya. Pero, totoo, makakamenos na maray. Pero since allocation na yun kang opisina, whether kaipuhan din o daig, kukaanon yan. Ang gusto tama ko yan, kung pira lang ko si kaipuhan kang opisina, iyo lang ko ano ninda.
Pwede man po yun.
Ngari, kumbaga, kung pira lang itong kaipuhan nila, yun lang to ang kukaanon ko duman sa warehouse.
Pwede yan, sir. Basta dahil kami magpabidding ng mga inks.
Oo.
Si previous experience me, kada ako nagpalista ni mga ink, tapos naraot si printer ninda, si mga ink, nawala na sa Muya. Dahil na nakuha.
Sige,
so,
sir.
mas magayon talagang si allocation para sa Inda, obligado kung ano ninda. Takunda magulo pag-abot sa mga ink. Pero kung mga bond papers, common use supplies, okay na po yan. Obligado makuha man yan kang iba.
Sige, sir. Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
We go to ng opisina ta? CDRRMO. Sir Raynor?
Good afternoon po, Mr. Chair. So, for the... my questions.
Pwede mo nang idagos itong ko yan. DRRM fund.
Opo.
Diretso ng itong appropriation for DRRM. Itong 5%. May ginibo naman ba kamo katong breakdown? So, idiretso na.
Opo.
So for the office mo na, question from the members of the committee. Sige, habang kang nakaaging bagyo, naggastos kitang QRF.
One po or itong latest, itong ngunyan lang, kay Wilma, Mr. Chair.
Parehas.
Kay ano po, kay Uwan, ugwa po kitang nailuwas na 1 million, pero po ining kay Wilma, Mayo po.
Okay. Pero kang Uwan, dahil kita nag-declare state of calamity, bakong requirement yan for the disbursement?
Ano po kay Mr.
QRF?
Chair, si disposition po, kapag nag-declare po si National, pero covered po kita. Per advice din po ito nila Councilor Mendoza.
Okay.
So parang daig na po.
So dahil na kita nag-declare.
Opo. Opo.
Pero ang province baga nag-declare pa kaya?
Actually po, ito si confusion, kadaklan po arog kaiyan. Pero garo po, ang sinasabi po, dahil national ito, dapat ito po ang mas mahalangkaw over us.
Yeah. Bako lang kaya paggastos ka itong QRF, minsan man itong availment ka itong mga employee for calamity loan. So,
actually po, ang Mr. Chair, ang IBP naghahagad po ng certification, tagaro availment ng certain
certain benefits
na ito po si kaipuhan. But since ito po si satuyang si disposition po, so pig-explain mo na po dahil naman po sila nag-insist.
Okay. So, iyon yan itong query ko, why dahil kita nag-declare tapos naggastos kita for QRF. Okay.
Opo.
Questions from members? Sa ngunyan pira ang evacuation center ta, itong city-owned and itong barangay.
Opo.
Para for the interest lang kang mga viewing public.
Opo. Before uwan po, 5 po ang maintained kang city. Ini po ang Santa Cruz, Balatas evacuation centers na naging event centers under normal condition. Kaibahan po dyan si public market. Ini pong baba ang City Hall, People's Hall po. Tapos po ang JMR Coliseum. But during the onslaught mismo po kang Typhoon Uwan, we were given 2 additional through the courtesy po of Mariners Polytechnic Colleges in Panganiban, and the other one po itong pag-open kang Biscas po, certain building, education building, itong 2nd and 3rd floor po ninda. So that becomes 7. Pero sa mga barangay po, almost all schools and some other private companies or church. This is primarily because of our campaign po during the institution kang leadership po ni Ma'am Lenny, wherein nakiulay po kita sa BDRRM Council na mag-encourage po ng mga even houses na pwedeng mag-accommodate po ng mga harong. That's why sa report po duman sa DROMIC na pigpapadarata sa we send to the DSWG Region 5, we have the highest number of evacuation centers, more than 300, because we have also included already the more than 200 po na mga residents na nag-accommodate ng mga evacuista. So more than 300 po na siya in total.
Yeah. Okay.
If I may elaborate po while waiting for some questions. Ang grand planta po, Mr. Chair, all those with second floor na mga residents, if they are willing, we'll have MOU with them so that we can disperse the people and prevent from being cramped in our limited, ito po talagang mga evacuation centers ta. Pero there will be a process wherein evacuees will be checked in will be checked by the barangay so that we can say that indeed they are in the said residence. And with regards po duman sa policy of the DSWD about duman sa food box or food pack, they will be credited as well, because this is one of the discouraging fact that they have encouraged before, na if nasa harong, dahil po natatawanan. But because in reality, as if we compare, or if we go back duman sa dati pong nangyari kang Christine, our current evacuation centers will not suffice to accommodate the majority of the residents, especially coming from the flood-prone areas or barangays of our city. So that's with the plan that we will accredit, or we will authorize houses or residents in accommodating evacuees, as long as they are properly coordinated with the concerned barangays.
Sige. Itong mga mga tinatawan food pack, coming from itong food pack, hali ito sa DSWD.
Apo.
And sigabos na mga evacuees, ito evacuees sa evacuation center ta, ito ang natawan. So ang reklamo kang iba, dahil sinda nag-evacuate pero binaha man sinda. Tapos dahil sinda natawan.
Apo. In that regard po, actually the DSWD has their own policy that for them to be considered as evacuees and qualified for the food pack, they have to evacuate. But we understand, Mr. Chair, na actually not necessarily as mag-evacuate ka para kaipuhanan mo ito. So we're trying to fetch the right tone po para makonsider ini eventually kang DSWD, because since the DSWD is the one giving us or providing us the assistance, thus we are abide to follow po their mandate or their policy.
Ang disadvantage siya kadto, maski pwede man dai mag-evacuate, na-evacuate for the sake na makakakuasin ning food pack. Ano si kadagdagan kadtong cost? Si pakakan at the evacuation center na pwede namang kotang dai sinda maglipat, pero naobligang maglipat para makareceive ning itong food pack.
Yeah, we understand po, Mr. Chair, and we have figured it out. Thus, we have this na assignment with the barangays na prior to any eventuality, just like flooding, may ginibo na po talagang census kung binabaha or da ibinaba ang harong. And if ever po binabaha, kung sinda po willing or would want to evacuate, so dapat po duman nakafocus si premise kang lists of residents na qualified for that. Dahil we have to admit, yes po, nagiging motivation ito na daiman kaipuhan maglipat or mag-evacuate, giniyubunan just to get the food pack eventually or after po the disaster.
And also, since nakatipid naman kita sa food pack duman sa mga nag-evacuate na hali sa DSWD, baka si mga day nag-evacuate na affected man o kung binaha, duman na lang kung anong sa QRF po ta.
Okay, so we will consider that po. Ang gusto ta po,
dati nga ni gabos bagayan hali sa city. Umaray nga ni ngunyan nakakatipid na kita dahil may automatic na food pack from DSWD. So dikit naman lang itong mga ibang affected na day man nag-evacuate na day natawad food pack. Why not kung anong tanaman duman sa sadiritang pundo from our own QRF?
We'll check on that po. With all due respect po, Mr. Chair, ang gusto ta po kayang maitukdo eventually sa tao na dahil talaga maging motivation si food packs sa paglipat or pag-evacuate. Pero medyo masakit pa po yan. Pero moving forward, ito po si gusto ta po na ma-share sa tao na ang tao makanood na early evacuation sinda dahil for safety, not because of the food packs. But that's noted po, Mr. Chair.
Sige. Questions? Sir Nono?
Sir Raynor, Mr. Chair, ang hapot ko lang po is yung sa regarding sa trainings, no? Given as a major PPA, trainings and there's a budget around 100,000. Tapos ang nakalag din digdi sa may trainings ng at least 2 per quarter. Pero I don't think that the 100,000 allotted for the trainings, especially na ang target is 2 per quarter, would be enough. Would suffice for the number of trainees na piniperceive or hinihiling kang office na ma-conduct within the year.
Apo, Mr. Chair, agree po. Actually po, itong sa PPA kaya, since limited po si budget, that's with the very small amount. Pero in the local disaster risk reduction management plan, yaon po siya duman. Actually po, may mga excess for the current na later on gusto mi po ito. But rest assured po, Mr. Chair, na gabos na required trainings being given or being opted to be done by performed by the CDRMC through the OCD po, will do it and will make it complete for next year. For now, nagkauga po kitang 4 trainings, and despite of challenge po duman sa fund na na-allocate, pero definitely po will abide with what is mandated by, especially by 10121, RA 101.
As a follow-up, Mr. Chair, baka I would also suggest, Sir Raynor, if you could consider also na aside from the trainings na given to the government personnel, baka it is also time na baka pwedeng we can invite from the private institutions, since iniman later on makakatabang sa gobyerno para sa mga other kasi given the experience of Christine as well as with the one, even though naka-deploy si mga tao, pero with the overwhelming number or the overwhelming requests, di nakakayanon. So I think the private sector will also benefit duman sa mga possible trainings na pwede nilang makuha, pwede nilang maaraman.
Thank you po. If I may comment on that, Mr. Chair. Thank you po for that. That's noted. Actually po, that's in the plan already. During the last training po, the Naga City business organization has been invited already. The plan po, moving forward, especially starting next year, banks, private schools will be involved, hoping that they can echo the training, and through the help po of the CDRRMO, will spread the trainings that definitely will help all the sectors po kang city.
Yeah, given also na I would recall na merong existing city ordinance na requiring schools, private institutions to conduct mga drills. So given that pag wala yung mga appointed personnel ninda or trained personnel ninda within their institutions, they could not conduct drills or conduct any safety precautions activities sa indang mga establishments. So at least it would help,
Yes po.
But again, the question is, would the budget is enough for the trainings to be given?
If not included po for next year for the private sector, definitely we'll find one, because as we go along, may mga savings po tayo, and since si core group muna po, pero if we'll be aggressive enough, we can sponsor at least 1 or 2 next year, second half of the year po.
Yeah. Again, thank you for that. Yung sa next question ko, Sir Raynor, is yung internet subscriptions for Starlink. How many Starlink equipment ang iguang siyudad?
Actually, none yet, except for the one being used under even SEPI po. The one being used by Roca Library, pero if I'm not mistaken, kay Madam Mayor po siya. So kaya that's why we have to actually we were mistaken kasi akala mi si cost arog lang po kay. It turned out costly pala si mobile itong pwede sa sakyan. Supposedly po si allocation is for 2 Starlink. Pero ang subscription po pala, you use it or not, 7,500 monthly plus itong, so it will be more than 800,000. So si allocation po will be only for one, eventually will add up itong mobile po.
Yes, sir. Kasi with the experience also sa Ateneo, may one Starlink kami. Well, very mobile din in a sense. So nagagamit kang majority of the evacuees we had in during Christine and even when Typhoon 01 passed by. So dako lang tabang ang Starlink for communication. No? Pero if you only have one Starlink in other areas, medyo the city could in the next few years really we need to invest. The city would need to invest on this mobile internet connection.
Apo.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Sir Nono. Sir Raynor, itong halitan ng pinag-uurlayan ka itong warning system, anong update na kayo ito?
Actually, I was told by Sir Dave na kung kung kulang ang questions, ikwento mo si EWS. If Sir Engineer Tan, if you may present, if you may flash it sa ano po. May pending uga po kitang 10 million na pig-alat sa sarong complete set po of early warning.
Included na yan duman sa sa opisina nindo duman sa DRRM.
Sa DRRM.
Okay, sige.
Po. So binanga lang po muna kasi hoping na yan nga ni para yung Diyos ito pong quick response tangon yan data talaga po mahiro na maray. So later on po ang pinaka-cost po kay based on our assessment with Sir Willie nasa 18 to 20 million. Ano po ini? Sir, next slide po. Yan. So, yaon na po yan ngunyan sa PAGCOR. Ini po monitor kung sain ugwa po ning mga sensor devices na pig-install po. One, kung nahiling po nindo dyan sa may magsaysay, going to crossing Magsaysay Bridge, going to crossing po ning Liboton, Peña Francia. Uga po dyan mga trumpet, tapos uga po dyan ning mga sensors na iyo po ay nang nahihiling ta. Next slide po. Okay. So, iyo po, yung lighter color po, nahihiling ta na yun sa PAGCOR, iyan po ang buong Naga City. And ang kakulangan ta po sa syudad, itong kakayahan ta po na mag-gather kang data, especially kang one is rain volume na nagbabagsak po sa tuya on a day-to-day basis na daita na po pigre-require si mga barangay officials na i-monitor sa indang mga barangay. So with the installation po of sensors in the different barangays, whether we are asleep or we are actively doing our daily routine pag may saldang or pag maraot ang panahon, kusa na pong ma-record si device. So, as a result, ugwa na po kitang kakayahan na maging data-driven sa itong mga solutions or sa itong mga pwedeng gibuhon na mga pang-solve sa mga problema with regards po to natural hazards, especially sa bugso kang hangin, uran, quality kang air, si radiation pong pig-i-emit ang sun, especially po makakatabang inidosod like to invest sa syudad kang solar farm, and uga din pong kakayahan na iiba digdi si pig install po recently kang Pag-asa DOST itong intensity kang earthquake kung saan primarily po pig-install ninda, temporary po pig-install ninda digdi sa Cesar na eventually pwede ta pong itakod digdi. So in general, gabos po na pangangaipota except si mabagsak na uran na pigdi-discourage po kita ka mga authorities just like si Sir Mike Padua kasi mas magayon na sinagbagsak na kasi si mabagsak po mayo po talagang exact science na itong clouds na ito, si volume na ito ibabagsak po ito sa to. Pero based on data that we will be collecting, magkakaugwa po kita ning tamang perspective and objective na pagdesisyon sa kung paano ta po mas ma-improve ang city na maging resilient and mag-adapt or mag-adjust, especially sa challenge po kang climate change. So, yan po, yaon na yan sa ngunyan. Pero ini po, dahita pa yung pigbakal, dahita man aram kung sinda ang manggagana, just to make it clear, naging finalist lang po sinda sa Bloomberg Challenge. So, ang proof of concept po, ang sigabos na finalist, nag-install na po sinda sa iba't ibang locations digdi sa Naga. And it so happen na ini po, kaipuan nakasecure si computer, thus, it is now located sa PAGCOR po.
Sige. With this, for the sake itong mga nagdadala, anong lalauman ta kung mabakal ta ini?
Okay. Opo, Mr. Chair. One, pag nabakal ta po ini, itong sinabi ko kasubago, gabos pong uran, dawa tagiti na dapat da itangay nari sa recorded na po siya. So sa pag-record pong yan, ang data, dahil nakaipuhan po na may taong makalikot ka ito, kundi kusa pong maluwas na saning report, nakita ang kaipuhan talang layman's term, mababasa ta, kumusta si uran kasubago ngayang nag-local thunderstorm? Kumusta si volume kan tubig sa Kararayan, sa Del Rosario, sa Igualdad? So ini pong gabos na ini, mak-check tangon yan through another technology. Ito pong inaapod na LiDAR na pig-donate po kay Mayor Lenny. Ipapatong lang po inidigdi. So kita po, pwede na po kitang mag-animate para in advance sa 20 mm na uran, sa 30, sa 40, sa 50, si say ang babahaon, dawa da ipanaguuran. So magiging mitigation po siya dahil uga na kitang kakayahan na pag uminuran ning arog kay ning milimetro sa sarong oras or sa 24 hours na accumulation, ini ang mangyayari kay Igualdad, ini ang mangyayari kay Santa Cruz, ini ang mangyayari kay Abella. So kita po, may kakayahan na kita na ikaag po sa batas itong mga dapat ikaagta, tanganing kumbaga po, malikayan ta itong mga pwedeng mangyari na daita aram kung mayo po kita katong data na makukuata po dahil sa early warning system na ugwa kita. Together with it po, just to elaborate, dakol na po ang mahiling sa mga tinamputang mga early warning device or system na kung saan ang tao, in layman's term, pag nahiling niya itong poste na may nakadukot po ning sticker na garo kasing dakula po ning rueda kang SUV niya, sa inot po, pag tag-init, ang tendency niya, i-ignore niya sa, dawa, i-educate po ang gabos sa Taganaga. Pero, magiging warning sign po siya without looking at kung perang foot or feet na po ito. Pag nahiling niyang, kadto nga, pag-agi ko dyan, nahihiling ko nga itong rueda, na kasing dakula kang rueda kang sasakyan ko. So, without actually measuring, ang iba po sa to, dahil man talaga conscious sa pag-measure, kung nawara na dyan si rueda, sa oras ning makusog na oran, itong tao na nagsasakay sa sadit na sasakyan, mapaprompt na siya na dain ako madyan dahil si auto or si drawing kang rueda na yaon dyan, nawara na siya. In short, nasanop na po siya. That's one. Second po, itong ang tao po magkaugwaning awareness na pag sarong 1 minute na full po na sirena, ano ang sabihon, 2 minutong sirenang sustained, ano ang sabihon. So ini po, matao po ning prompt sa tuya kung ano ang dapat gibon kasi itutukdo man sa indaw kung ano ang first warning, ano ang second warning, ano ang third warning, tanganing permi po kitang aware ta, dahil man po gabos na tao nagsa-social media, dahil man pong masalong dakol na po ng tao dahil nagdadala ng TV. Pero itong ma-prompt po taturog ka, ini po ang saro sa mga pwede tang asahan na matatabangan kita na kung uga po kitang lead time na 3 hours before magbaha, masabihan ang tao. So, ma-address po kanya-kanya, makasakat ng gamit para mapreventa na maraot si mga gamit. Si auto po, mailipatan na. And kung kita po baha, may second floor kita, kung kita ning kakano na aram tang overnight, dahil kita magugutom, pero safe kita sa second floor. So, may iwasan po si distro. So, at the same time, itong pinaka-importante, permi po kitang hopefully zero casualty po kita.
Yeah. Sir, itong sinasabi mong sirena, itong tanog, dangog ba siya sa enterong Naga?
Opo, ang dai po sa kung saro lang, kaya ang ano po is kada barangay, except po itong very close, si Igualdad, ini pong Abella, kaya po yan, katong saro lang na ito nga ning pigigibot ta po yan pero po pick stop po ito ta i-integrate na lang dig sa ipo-purchase ta early next year. So ang pinaka ano po objective gabos na barangay ugwa po kay mag-prop hanggang si pinakarayong residente, especially po si pinakarayo and pinakadelikado ang sitwasyon. Bawa sa Carolina at saka San Isidro and Palikwason, itong may na-identify na po dyan itong may tendency mag-landslide. So aram na po ninda pag mauran na ang kalaban ba kung baha, kundi ang landslide. Si mga nasa areas po kaning CBD1, ang pinakaano ta po is kung matanga, may outburst ning uran, ma-prompt po sinda, mamata na ayan, makasakat ng gamit, tanganing dahil po mabaha si mga gamit nila.
So sa kunyan, sa anong stage na kita?
Actually,
sa pag-acquire ka ini?
Ano po, Mr. Chair, yaong kita sa proof of concept, so para lang mahiling tayo na nagwo-work talaga siya. So ang pinakaana po, January, pag na-approve po kang body, kang sanggunian, ang kaibahan po ini, so ma-allocate po, ang allocation po, igbabakal tatulos ta, dahil po kain dapat maghalat, kaipuhan ta po
so
talaga. So
included na ini sa annual budget ninda?
Apo.
So manamang garong question duman sa opisina, please proceed na duman sa DRRM fund, 5%?
Apo. So ang quick response ta po would be around 32 million. Tapos po si 70% po, 30% is the 31 almost 32 million. Si 70% po majority po kaini gabos infra. Uga po kayang pigpagibong study si Mayor kung sain nahiling ta po itong kakulangan kang connectivity po kang mga drainage system. Ini po result kadtong with all due respect si agency po kang DPWH may ugwasin da kadtong tendencies na naglalaog po sa city na dai po nako-coordinate talaga sa to si project. So as a result po based on assessment po kang PWG kadlan po dai pa interconnected. So ini po ang total po kani from CEO more than 140 na projects. So ang ginibo po kang body kang TWG pig-recommend po mo na kay ma'am itong mga urgent po talaga na pwedeng maging kausa ning pagbaba or malabanan ta po si sobrang paglangkaw tulos kan tubig sa syudad. One example po, taday ko na saro-saroon, ini pong Ninoy and Cory Aquino Avenue. Siya po ang saro sa natutuyawan po pati kang investment community dahil sa sarong outburst po na 30 minutes baha na po siya. Based on study, si drainage po, pano-pano ning dalnap, pano-pano po ning basura, and garo duman sa parte kang may JMR Coliseum, pig-istara na po halos itong drainage. So, dahil na po taga nakaka-accommodate ning tubig. So, ang solusyon po is itong pagdiklag po ka ito, malimpyahan, although uga po mga proposals na mas raruman, i-open, pero ang pinaka-solution po duman, madiklag po siya tanganing ma-accommodate giraray si tubig na nagdadalihig from the street. Ini po bagang kanto kang may Popeyes. Ini po ang saro sa dawa simpleng uran, yao na po siya. So, ini po si mga gigibuhon. The rest po, aside from infra, uga po kamo dyan may hiling na ito pong pagkaag ning mga garo safety gates kung sain based on study po, halimbawa sa Sagup Creek, ang saro po, and aramta naman po ini, kailang pig-quantify lang kadtong study na pig-conduct. Si basura po na dawa nalimpla pa lang ang Swamo at saka ang Enro, in a week po, yao na naman siya. So, ang saro pong solusyon kang engineering team, magkaag po kaining mga kumbaga pangharang po siya, pero may assigned na barangay personnel or taga-city, tanganing sa oras po ning pagtanggal or sa oras kang pag-close, yaon po talaga siya. So, several po siya. Also, si mga rehabilitation po kang drainage ta, kung daimam po siya grabing dalnak, based on study, ang pigpapahiling kaya digdi, dai na po kayang i-accommodate base po duman sa activity kang kang city. One example po, halimbawa, ining mga nagtitirindog pong mga condominium. So, imbes po sa duwang pamilya lang, pag nilangkaw po sa hundreds of families na. Pero po si drainage ta, daiman kayang i-accommodate or nakadesign na i-accommodate itong ikinarigos na tubig kadtong 200 or 300 families duman sa the same man lang po na size ning daga. Pero since vertical na si approach, grabe po ang dalihig kan tubig kababa. So, it turned out na si dating dinesign ta po, dahil man nakadesign talaga duman sa mga high-rise buildings na nagkukos na po para dahil basta na-accommodate si tubig na nagbababa po sa tuyang salog. Tapos, may mga projects po na nahiling na si inclination po, si slope, si elevation po sa irarom kang drainage, dahil po talaga nasunod. Dawa po gibo siya, with all due respect, katong sarong agency kaibanta sa construction. So, ini pong LiDAR na pig-donate kay ma'am, ito pong babakaluntang early warning system, may hihiling na po duman, ma-assess po duman si gabos na drainage ta, kung arin ito talagang ang pagkasemento tama. Kasi based po duman sa mga surveyors na nagdigdi sa to, including na po itong team ni Professor Mahar Lagmay kang UP, ang sinasabi po nila, si mga drainage ta, dahil talaga chinek kung si pagdalihig kang tubig tama paduman sa salog. So, ang result po kaya, na-stuck duman sa certain areas kung saan nagkukos po para magbaha na si syudad. Kasi kaipuhan mong either supsupon po ning, ano po nga ning apod kani, si demotor, or mahalat ka po talagang maalang, which would cause a lot of time sa city po para recede po si tubig na nag-irarom po sa drainage system ta. So, yan po ang total. Dahil ko na po saro-saroon, pero ang kadaklan po dyan, infra projects. Kaibahan po itong sabi ko sa bagong garbage interceptors. Siring man po itong pagtaoning insurance, ugwa pong dakula pala na amount dyan, yung social insurance, yung 3.6 million. Ini po, brainchild po ini kang si PDO through the leadership of Sir Willie. Ini po, pag-insure ka mga residents, especially ito pong yaon sa Laylayan na kapag na-damage po si harong ninda, imbis na kita po permi ang nag-shoulder katong, ito po bagang pigtatao-tang galvanized iron, plywood, base po duman sa pag-member ninda na initially po kita ang mabayad, outright po makakakuha sila ng certain amount base po duman sa kung anong klase ng level ang pagkaraot kang harong ninda. Ito pong ginagamit kang DSWD pa din na totally damaged, partially damaged. So, ugwa po kita kayan. Ini po in partnership with microfinance group kung saan human po ang nagtatabang sa ibang grupo just like other NGOs just like Angat Buhay. Nag-alat man po kita ngunyan ng research fund in the amount of 1 million kasi po itong mga dapat ginigibot na talaga sa barangay na dai po kaya kang opisina, makikipartner po kita sa mga eskwelahan just like Ateneo, CBSUA. Ito may mga programa po about sa climate change. Tanganing ini po matabangan sinda na sigibon po ninda mai-adapta po dahil imbis na kita ang magibon na medyo masakit gibuhon sa nagkakapira pong may kaaraman sa research, makikipartner po kita sa inda. Ito pong GOC, million man po siya, 1 million. Ini po si partnership na ginigibuta with other agencies pag Peña Francia Fiesta. Although may promise nakapag-commit po kaya ang city na for 2026 kita giraray, pero hopefully, dain ako ta. Pero just in case po, pangaipuhan, ini po si pag-accommodate sa mga nagtatabang sa to during the Peña Francia Festival, especially during the Translation and Fluvial Procession. If I'm not mistaken, if I can mention, garo nagbanga po kami digdi ni Sir Rene, ugaman siyang allocation na tig 1 million kami. Kasi si dati pong 4 million na ibaba ta sa 1.8. So hopefully, itong tig 1 million po kami mairaos ta po si kasibutan sa Peña Francia Fiesta. Ito po, Mr. Chair, Sir Nono, itong hapot mo sa training, so yaon po digdi, ugwa pong additional sang 400,000. Ito din para sa training involving DRRM in health, ugwa man sang another 200,000. Tapos si conduct of training katong BLS, search and rescue, ugwa sang 500,000. So basically, ito pong 100,000 duman because of the limitation kang ano sa PPA, kaya po minimal sa, pero the rest of the trainings have been put po digdi sa local disaster risk reduction management plan. Sa disaster response po, itong pag-activate kang EOC during calamities and planned events. So, arog po ka, hoping na data magamit ining 1 million, pero ini po kaya sige nagamit na uga po kitang 6 clusters pattern po sa PNP. So ini pong 6 clusters na ini, aside from PNP, Philippine Army, BFP, tapos itong mga volunteers na po. So piglalaag ta po sinda duman sa anom na mga areas na ito para po ready na magtaoning tabang sa mga tao just in case may pangangaipo during calamities po, especially severe rain tapos typhoon. So yeah. Si last po itong rehabilitation and recovery, another training capacitation po yan, especially for those who will be evacuated or will be transferred from one location to another. Kasi saro po sa direksyon na gustong mangyari po ngunyan, ang pigpaplano po is ni Mayor Lenny, na itong mga naka-star po sa mga areas na dapat na iman tagasinda naka-star, just like itong harani po sa kanal or sa ibabaw mismo kang katong mga dike, eventually po matawan tasinda ning other alternative para po mas mahali si risk na yaon sila duman naka-star. And last po, itong implementation of building code, ongoing po ngunyan ang pagtrabaho kang mga partners na pong mga engineers coming from all walks of engineers. Pat po si mga architects yaon duman, tangani pong maadalan itong kung paano ma-implement itong pigka-craft po na local, new local building code po kan syudad. That is all po. Thank you.
Councilor Jepson.
Mr. Chair, Sir Rainer, may I ask po if part din po ba kang trainings ang disaster communication sa barangays? Because I've noticed in the past disasters, minsan nagkaka-miscommunication po, lalong-lalo na pag-abot sa mga camp management teams. One example po kayan, sir, itong sa Santa Cruz National High School. Sinangyari po pala duman, nagbagsak man lang si Kisame, pero ang nakaabot po sa barangay, nilayog na da si Atop kang kang building. And saka nakaabot man po ito kay Mayor and kay Conserian. So, and one thing din po, may times din po na nagpapanik lugod si mga nasa camp management team. So, I think siguro po kay punta din tutukan si disaster communication.
If I may answer po, Mr. Chair, nangyari po siya, katatapos lang po mag-training kang city duman sa CMT, Camp Management Team. Tapos, 2 weeks after po dapat, si training naman kang mga barangay. So, to make the story short, that time na nangyari, pang proper training po si barangay. But after po kang nagkauga kita ng training, so sa mga barangay, so nakapacitate po sinda, na-appreciate po ninda. Pero po, closely imo-monitor tapo sinda the training will not suffice po para tagang ma-equip, maging ready sinda pag nasa actual sinda. And ina-acknowledge ko po, Mr. Chair, itong confusion. Actually, even itong pagduman sa araw kaining lugar, paglipat. Pero po, rest assured, ito pong nagtindog na mga camp manager staff from the city. Dawa binarayaan sinda, nagkakadikit lang sinda. They stood their ground, and I acknowledge po itong need na mas makapacitate na po si barangay, and please be assured na we're doing that, Mr. Chair. Opo.
Thank you, Councilor Jepson. Digdi lang kita, sir, sa kuyan, pa-discuss briefly ining social insurance. Ano ba, nabanggit mo kasubago na favorable ini duman sa mga nasa laylayan, pero ano ang obligation ninda kung ma-involve sinda digdi sa social insurance?
Opo. Nag-conduct po, may current pong pigka-conduct na study, although may mga initial results na. Nagkauga po ning garo survey po sa mga barangays. Itong hapot, pardon po, pero dahil ko kaya sure kung 40 pesos or 20 pesos ito. Taday po ako pero naka-attend duman sa meeting. Kasi aga po may meeting ulit. Na kung mabayad ka mo on a monthly basis ning this amount, for itong 20 pesos, okay, favor ka mo kaini. In return, kapag may nangyari or may bagyo and nangaipuhan, kumbaga na-assess ka mo, nakaipuhan ka mong tabang, makaka-receive po ka mo ning asistensya from the government through us. Ito pong, kumbaga si third party ta. Overwhelming po si pagtugot kan mga taga-Naga. Pero tama po, yaon pa din itong agam-agam na paano isusustain kadtong mga nasa laylayan itong pagtaoning itong amount na 20 pesos. Pero ang magayon lang po duman, si commitment nila, kung arog kayan, kaya mga kaya mga magbakal ngayon arog ka ining tinapay, para lang, pero kung kami nga ma-assure na makakakuha kami ng tabang, sigurado ngayang dakulang advantage po yan sa mo. Based on their study po. So, di ko lang kayo mabukaan, pero yaon po ito si results kung perang percent.
Sige, gusto sabihin, itong household, halimbawa, taga Sitio Balatungan, mabayad siya ng 20 pesos or 40 pesos a month for insurance kang harong ninda.
Apo.
Medyo
si ano po siya?
Based on sa
si concept,
experience ta on the ground, medyo baka dipisil. Baka sa theory magayunon siya. Pero based on experience, medyo duda ako.
Sige po.
Si Sir Rene, may idadagdag aro?
Iyo po. Idagdag ko lang na kami dungan sa Orulay sa Bloomberg project. Ang konsepto po actually is the notion of parametric insurance. Itong bagong sistema ng insurance na dahil pa nangyayari so disaster, ma-release na pag may trigger. So halimbawa, nagpa-insure ako na pag nag-signal number 3, may disbursement na ang insurance company. The term is parametric insurance na pag may mga indicators na na-meet na, daw mayo pa pong disaster, ma-release na ning fund, so insurance. Bago siyang notion, pero sa mga nag-o-offer po kaya sa to, ginigiribo na yan sa ibang mga lugar. This time, grassroots level. Pero garitong gramin baga kadto
example lang sir, yung pagtatao mo ng 20 pesos a month, pag may bagyo, mga how much man itong makukuanin da?
Depende po sa package.
Po, ang nadawag ko duman, pero ang hababa is 5K po.
5,000.
So bago magbagyo, igwa kang kwarta sa bulsa. Na anticipatory.
Pag na-damage si harong, babayaran pa nila.
Another assessment para
Separate.
may certain amount po na para po maribayan si Naraot.
Sige, magayon na concept, kaya lang yung nga na yan.
Anticipatory financing po.
Oo. So, ining allocation digdi, sa inigagastuson, ining 3.6.
Ini po si initial, kumbaga, may counterpart po kay si City. Para po, kumbaga, si commitment na duman sa kaulay ta, mabayadan po. Sa insure
kumbaga, for 20 pesos investment katong household, may counterpart ang city.
Apo. Dahil pa ako, Mr. Chair, duman sa 20 ta, medyo na ano po ako.
Yaw si Sir Willie Arap. Sir Willie ang nag...
Opo, ayan.
Sige sir, para lang matawan kaming idea, kung ma-involve itong household, how much itong babayaran, and kung sakaling may kalamidad, piraman itong marireceive ninda.
Thank you, Your Honors. Ang idea originated from the proposal sent by the city government sa national government. Yaon duman sa title, ang pinaka-scheme, 20 for tomorrow.
20 pesos.
Ang household ma-contribute, garo siya full savings, garo agtitipon ka ng savings account mo, na araw nga ni ka nadangog kay Sir Rene, it's a form of a parametric insurance, catastrophic. Pag nangyari si Garo Christine Giraray, mawi-withdraw na kang family si savings, igwa pa ning counterpart ang city government. Yaong kita sa inyo niyan, katabang taang asa Philippines, nagsasagibo sindangon niya ning request, padarasan niya ng request for proposal sa mga leading insurance companies igdi sa Pilipinas. Tangani magkaigwa lang kita ning ideya. It's a non-binding request for proposal. Kailangan ni magkaigwa kita ng ideya kung gurano ang pwedeng makuha. Basado duman sa tulong level ang benefits. Pag tinamaan ng flooding, araw gatong kay Christine, ang ginagarantiyan nila 75,000 pesos ang itatao kang insurance company sa imo. So I think it's a good deal, pero kaipon mong isumiter iyan sa sanggunian, tangani mahiling nindo ano ang exactly ang itsura kang agreement. Kaipuhan lang na makuami si mga responses duman sa mga insurance companies. Tanganing makuami talaga sa estimate. So ito pong allocation sa DRRM fund na kung na papasa 3.6 million. Garo starting point ito kang satuyang effort. Dahil kami nag-expect na year 1 makukuha tatulo si target na mga 1,000 households out of the 15,000 na tinamaan ni Christine directly. Pero it's a starting point. Ipapaisihon mo pa ang sanggunaan kung ano exactly ang dadalaganan katong initial na amount na ito. Pero importante lang po na yaon siya, tanganing mag-igwa kita ng magtao kita ng signal sa tuyang mga partners na desidido ang syudad sa araw kaning effort. So yan po ang benefit na makukuha once mangyari ang another Christine type na event igdi sa Naga.
Sige po, magayunon nga ni pong concept, kaya lang ang apprehension itong willingness kadtong household to pay on a monthly basis, mga araw kayan. Dahil syempre, lalo kung yung mga tios yan, talagang gusto ninda.
Kami po, we share the concerns of the Sanggunian. Kaya baka ang kaluwasan kani, it's a social insurance. But sabi yun, si mamay kaya, iyong lalaumantang magtipon, kung ano si hinulog ninda, iyo man ang pwede nindang i-withdraw once the calamity strikes. Pero kung dai ka naghulog, di zero man. Pero under that scheme, igwa ka manggiraray ng protection. Itatawi po ang pinaka-full detail once it's ready sa Sangguniang Panlungsod.
So, this will be open not only to the indigent?
Dahil po. Ang garo idea, itong floodlines...
si mga nasa...
Siyaon duman sa...
Nasa itong risky area lang.
Iyo po. Nagpatipon baga si Mayor Lenny ng data kung abot sa si extent katong Christine. Sigabo sa mga residente within that area, whether you're indigent or not. Kaya bangani ang mga negosyante. Ang mga negosyante, ang kaipon kayan, kapital, tanganing makatindog tulog sa ang negosyo, will be given the opportunity to enroll.
Sige po. Questions from other members? Sige. Siguro ang kwen lang itong massive info disseminate, pagpaliwanag.
Ay, po.
Dahil syempre lalo itong mga tios na maray na imbes ngayang igastos mo yan dyan, bakal mi ng kakanon. Mga araw po kaya.
Nag-loss po yan daw sa FGDs. Ang usual na association ng insurance itong sa Kutsi, sa Arong, ita yan ay re-relate sa rong response sa araw kang Christine na kalamidad. Kaya pang talaga ng IEC, we fully agree with you, Councilor.
Or pwede na mag-prosper pero subsidized by the city, mga araw kaya. Duman sa mga tios talagang maray. Sige po, may iba pang kahaputan regarding duman sa social insurance or sa... Sir, kumain naman sa social insurance. Thank you, Sir Will.
Thank you.
Sir Rene?
Baka lang po kay Puan i-check. Minsan itong tataramo na insurance may negative na connotation. Baka anticipatory financing ang term kaiyan, lalo na pag-abot sa barangay, household level po.
Sige, mas maray garong isipan ning terminology. Ano. So, we go back to DRRM fund. Sir Nono.
Mr. Chair. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Just a follow-up lang po, Sir Raynor. Meaning, we have yung mga infrastructure, drainages, etc., something like that. Have you also considered yung neighboring communities, municipalities, I mean, Kasi, di ba, if you are improving all our infrastructure, drainages, etc., something like that, but eventually, yung tubig talaga, mabulos sila, mahanap yung mabulos. Kung di man ready yung municipality, still, there will be an area na may stock ang tubig for that, no? And given the notion na ang tubig mayong boundaries, pag magtubig baha, maguran, magbaha, etc., mayo yan boundaries. So much so that ayan, considerations lang into the coordination or collaboration with or anything like that with the neighboring communities para at least kasi baka we're improving our infrastructure talaga and yet the neighboring municipalities are not ready for such still. We will still suffer from that.
Apo. Agree po, Mr. Chair. When it comes to collaboration, the good thing po, nag-meeting na po ang MNDC. And based po dun sa advice kang mga experts, ang ending po na dapat da itapig di-discuss for those who are watching, bako po ni para discourage kita. Pero ang ending kang advice ninda si Professor Lagmay and the rest, ang sinasabi ninda, pag bumaha na ang Bicol River, wala na tayong pag-uusapan pa. So, ito po si habutang mangyari na mas stop na po kita duman. So, we're collaborating because itong pag-admit na po na very critical si Bicol River. Kapag nag-backflow po ang tubig, regardless of all the things that we do, garo futile na po siya. Pero siyempre po, dahil kita masuko duman sa aspektong ito. Pero we're doing the collaboration and hopefully the national government would really instigate itong actions kadtong Bicol River Basin po. Kasi sabi ninda to. So kita po, what we're doing is since da ikaibanan sa bakod na piglilimpya ninda Sinaga River, that's why we're doing it. Pero duman sa puntong ito, I think we'll keep on communicating with the rightful agencies po para on their hand, at least matabangan man po kita na maayos itong mga pig-aagihan kang Bicol River. Just to mention, for one, may nakapagsabi po na may nagtambak ning mga pig-drainage na materials digdi sa ngaan kang Naga River going out duman sa may bukana po kang San Miguel Bay. So one, dapat mapahiling po ito through a research or investigation. Ang sinasabi, nagsasampa po duman ang baroto, which makes sense na kapag baha kita, dahil man nakakadalihig si tubig sa dagat, so late or dahil na-stuck na po talaga ang tubig sa to na affected kitang maray. So we'll collaborate with them as we go along po.
Sige, may iba pa po. Ibang concern? Kung mayo na, so naagyan na ang CDRMO office and also the 5% DRRM fund. Okay.
Thank you po.
Thank you, Sir Reynolds. So, thank you po for the safe and secure community cluster. Sir Rene? Sige po. Ayo, for the JP, for the Peace and Order Council and PLEB. Sige. Sir Rene? Anong page ito?
Sige po, itong sa POC, Peace and Order Council is basically MOOE yata dahil support and subsidy ito sa operations lang po ng council, mostly meetings and may honorarium items for the member of the council.
How much yung honorarium per member? 1,000?
Pira, garo less than around 1,000 po ito. Si Huri kong tanda, pig-raise sa 800 pesos last year.
Sige.
Pero mapambagong resolution. Around 800 pesos po.
So for the Peace and Order, for the PLEB, so POC, same budget as last year, 300,000. And also for PLEB, same budget for last year, 500,000. Okay na? So, okay na po. So, we dismiss the safe and secure community. cluster, pero pa-retain po ang HR and budget, and also Dave, duman sa itong pending tang, kung mai-present na ko niyan, si 1% of children fund, 1% of PWD, 1% for senior citizen. Ano pa tong na pending ta? And also the 5% agad. Si mga mainstream budget, nga rin akuyanta na ini. May pig present ka mo or kung may print out, ipapataon na sa mo. Ayun, thank you, sir. Paano nila na mainstream ang ganda? Ang total niya is 113,523,834.
Yes, sir.
So, it comprises 5% of the annual budget.
Yes, sir. That is 5.3% po.
So, more than 5%.
Yes, sir. Opo. Nakakomply po ito naman sa requirement.
5.3%.
Yes, sir. Opo.
Questions from Councilor Gale? 5.3% of
Yes,
the
sir.
annual budget.
Yes po.
So more than kitang 5%.
Opo.
Ka naman mag-review ka na.
Hindi ko kaya naalala kung i-implementa na itong across offices or si dating Urulay na mag-identify na muna itong offices na may pinaka-gadable.
Yes, ma'am.
Na PAPs. So anong ngunyan ang ginibota?
Ang ginibota ngunyan, ma'am, nagpasabot kita sa mga offices, tapos po si office na nag-identify kung ano may mga gender issues duman sa mga programa nila, tapos tig-consolidate po, tapos tig-total ta siya. So,
pero bakong gabos na department?
Bako ma'am gabos na department, ma'am. For start, ma'am, siguro bako ano muna ang gabos na department.
So meaning, nag-mainstream lang kita duman sa mga itong offices na obviously
yes, ma'am.
involved sa GAD implementation.
Precisely po.
And more than 5%.
More than 5%.
Okay. Okay. Pero in the long run, ang goal ta is across.
Actually, ma'am, ang goal ta is at least 100% si maging gender responsive.
Na
100%.
department.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Mr. Chair, may hapot pa po. So, ang ano lang is, duman sa budget kang per department, ining mga departments na yaon digdi, di na nag-appear man giraray ining PPAs na ini.
Si PPAs, ma'am, yaraon po dyan. Yaraon po naman sa mga departamento.
Pero di na si budget itself. Kasi kung sa halimbawa, yaon i-report pa siya duman sa budget kang kada office, tas igwa kitang separate na arog kani, pag big total ta siya, lampas. So, paano si reporting? First time ko din, pero in the past, sige man kitang hagad, pero di talaga kita kanina tatawan. So, first time ini. Iyo. So ang sako lang, kung reported na digdi na nakasuhay, duman sa individual budget ninda,
Yaon po. Yes.
Yaon pa din.
Kasi ma'am, naka-mainstream siya.
Iyo, pero anong implication pag or day ba kita ma-total na? Kasi pag pig-add ta pa iniyo, pag pig-total kasi kabilugan kang kada department, tapos ini ma-overlap, madodoble ang count sa iya.
Actually, ma'am, ang God plan and budget is separate siya duman sa annual budget kang mga opisina.
So,
tig-extract po duman. Iyaon po yun sa mga programs na yaon duman sa mga opisina.
Kasi may
yaon man sa God
responsible
plan and
parenthood,
budget.
yaon man ginalay siya.
Yes, ma'am.
So, pero si budget, dai na nag-reflect. Yaon na digdi nag-reflect sa to.
Si budget po, nag-reflect mangiraray duman. Kasi ma'am, tig-call out me duman sa mga offices.
Pero ang concern ko kaya, Mr. Chair, pag kung ngaya mag-total ngaya kita, including God budget, tapos na-doble si reporting. Ta-reported na siya digdiyo sa suhay na God plan and budget, pero nakalaog pa siya duman sa kada office.
Garo if I may, Mr. Chair, kung tama, Tabi Aldo, ang approach po sa ngunyan, dahil di kita nag-God issues by March na ibaga si requirement, si programs na aramta na nagre-respond sa God issues, pigtagta, si activity kang opisina.
Okay.
Kaya garo siya suway in a sense na may additional budget para duman sa mga activities. Pero itong ginigibo kang mga opisina na highlighted si gender issues, pigtagbo kang office, ito si pigsabita na mainstream funds across all offices sa ngunyan. So dahil po siya madubli, data rin siya dapat siya i-count separate of the total budget.
Yung malang concern ko. So halimbawa ngaya, nag-appear siya digdi, pero nakatag siya as God.
Yes,
so dai doble ang
po.
Okay.
Habang nag-iisip si Ma'am Gail, ang kwenta lang, how to monitor the utilization.
Yes, sir.
Dahil kadakol siyang opisina.
Yes, sir.
May budget kita. With this submission, na-comply ta si 5% allocation.
Yes po.
Pero, how about the compliance for the utilization?
Sir, sa ngunyan po, sir, sa presente, tig-manual ta po ang tracking kang si mga utilization expenses. Nagduduman po kita sa mga opisina, tapos po at the same time sa budget office para po i-track si utilization ng expenses.
Pira ang required utilization kang GAD?
Dapat po, kumpira ang 5%, for example, 5.3%, dapat maka 5.3% man kita. So, kung 113 million, dapat maka 113 million man.
So, dapat, si 5% allocation, iyo man dapat to si utilization.
Yes, sir. Opo.
Sige. I-require me on the next budget hearing. Pero syempre, on submission mang giraray nito, ang araw po may sinasubmitan mang kamuka yan.
Iya po.
Okay, na nag-comply kita with the budgetary requirements, pero dahil man sigurado kung magagastos yan gabos.
Iya po.
Mr. Chair, pero sa monitor din, si accounting office mismo.
Yes po.
Yaon duman sa, anong abad na form ito, naka-identify, may ano siya, God, why, yes, no, arag ka iyan. So, siguro mas dapat marigmat kita duman sa tagging.
Iya po.
Na ang tagging tabako lang for this sake, pero all offices concerned na dapat maka-monitor duman sa tagging, dapat aware sinda kayo.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, ma'am,
sangon yan, even without this, nahihiling ko na minsan baga nagpapaagi sa NCCW pakadto si Ma'am Ruby na may mga hapot siya, may pika-clarify siya. So, gano'n duman pa lang sa accounting, nagmo-monitor din sinda.
Yes, ma'am.
Pero it has to be the, kaya, Mr. Chair, ang pinaka office talaga kaini si GAD office po talaga.
Pwede bang ko yan? Ang aram ko kada opisina may GAD focal person.
Yes, sir.
Kamo.
Iga po.
Pwede ba pag nag-process expenditure pertaining digdi sa pig mainstream nindo, ilag na duman sa voucher o kaya duman sa anong pat ko to, obligation,
Yes, sir.
OBR, na ini for God.
Yes po.
Ngari, pag-record kang budget office, ma-record na expenses siya for God. The same with the accounting office and also the treasurer's office.
Yes po, sir.
Kumbaga may tagging na siya.
Iya po. Actually nga, sir, after kaini yung mapa-orient kita duman sa mga God focal point persons na involved duman sa God plan and budget para po i-refresh sinda kung papaano si proseso girara.
Okay, sige. Ma'am Gail?
Siguro saro lang sa mga ka-assure sa tuya na gigibuhon ang gabus para ma-monitor kasi pig sususog po iniyo ni DILG din na inot of course si utilization sunod itong ano nga ni proper monitoring
Yes, ma'am.
kang God office.
Opo.
Oo. Sa hiling ko kung gibuhan talang katong mechanism talaga na para mas malinaw ang tracking, mas maray. So, itong suggestion ni Councilor Elmer, siguro din si God focal ang kaulay, tapos may ano siya, countersign siya na indeed under God talagang budget ito.
Yes, ma'am. Noted po.
Siguro
Sir,
si role sir kang procurement on this kasi most of this naman ay PRs. Itong tinatagta siya sa PR pa lang kung may God component, yes or no. So, may mga previous meeting on this, napag-ulayan, once na na-identify ni procurement na tinag niya as yes, dapat maagi po duman ki God office for them to record. Tanganing may na-monitor properly si utilization. Kaya lang, ako personal note, although 5% is minimum, but if you look at the entire transactions like sa procurement, the kulon God component, palang na-identify, baka mas maray in the future, hilinguntas talaga si the whole picture na gadable man kataklan most of the activities kasi malinaw na may God component. Kaya lang for the purpose of compliance sa 5%, yun ang ginigibutangon yan. Baka in the future, we look at the entire thing. Tanganing, kasi kunyan, kung pigilit na lang si 5%, nakakapir ang opisina lang yan. Baka yan si buong City Hall. And if we're going to comply with the requirements, most of the offices, pigpa seminar taon Hagadaga. So, the Hagadaga itself, takulaon ng requirements for the documentary component kang sarong project. So, and hopefully, masunod ito kasi yata ito ang standards to be followed pag-abot sa God. So it's a challenge for the office but at the same time doable man siya basta malinaw lang siguro ang approach or strategy kada opisina.
Sige po, noted sir. Salamat po.
Sige, may ibang hapot pa? Sagad?
Mr. Chair.
Yes, ma'am.
Ayun, ni final na ni. Pwedeng agihan
sige po.
lang siya.
Sige po.
Anyway, Mr. Chair, kung hanggang December 11 pa man ang budget hearing, igwa lang kayang may mga items lang na garo day pwedeng
Sige.
full.
So,
sagad.
for the meantime,
Sige po.
i-hold tango na and then tawantang time si Councilor Gail to review the submitted mainstream GAD budget.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Sige. So, ikwenta na lang, ma'am. Basta before magtapos kang committee hearing budget hearing, maulayan tagiraray ang po. Okay?
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Sir Aldo. We now come to children. Sige, isi masimbag.
Si Glyza po na kaya may learning visit, Mr. Chair. Pero si Ma'am
sige. Enot, pero talaga ang NTA digdi sa submitted ngunyan 1.225462.7 duman sa presentation ni Ma'am Lenny 1,233,461,274 arin talaga ang tunay ta. 1,225,460. Okay. Na-adjust na nindo si digdi sa annual budget. Okay, sige.
Ito po kayang sa presentation ko ni Mayor, kabali sa ibang sources, kumbaga national. Itong may
okay.
PSO, may... Kaya po. Pero
okay.
ang NTA...
Kabali pa itong share sa PAGCOR and economic. Okay. So, ang NTA talaga is 1.225. So, the 1% of this is 12,254,602. Pig mainstream nindo, itong sa Bantay Pamilya, sa Naga City Children's Home, and the Sanggawadan and Queen. Pero sobrado naman.
Kami po ni Glyce na
Di naman siya believable. Ano.
Sabi po kay ni Glyce, pag yaon datong mga nag-assess, awag po kaning document ang pigahanap.
Yeah.
Ma-identify una itong ano si dapat yaon sa LCPC.
Yeah.
Tapos
supposedly kaya, the 1% should be for the NCCWPC. Kaya lang, kapag mainstream ta na ngunyan, so, si ibang expenses dyan, pig lads na sa ibang opisina. Yeah, pero, basically, so baka ini yung iranita lang sa 1%, ano. Duwa kaya ang hinahanap na budget for children. The 1% for the LCPC and the total budget for children. Nakikwentaon ta kung itong iyon na ini yung total na 54 million, pero bang percentage niya sa annual budget. For the ining LCPC, ining sa NCCWPC, baka ihali na ini yung for the Sanggawadan. Ilaag na siya digdi sa other budget for children. Sobraho na siyang maray. Pa-compute daw kung 23 minus 9, pira na siya, 14. O more than pa nga ni. Kung instead na ini yung Sanggawadan tapos Queen, ilipat na lang ini yung support to sports development program of DepEd na 1 million. Matama na ba siya sa o okay lang ba na itaon na sa ko i-kuyen ko na lang tapos i-resubmit ko sa Indo?
Sige po.
Maayos na lang. Ma-complete lang itong 1% tapos ini yung total. Okay. Na bang ibang makukuanan na itong other related children's program na maidadagdag digdi sa entire budget for children? Itong hali sa iba-iba pang opisina na nakuyanan nindo? Ining total na 54 million baga ining total na 31 million. Ang kuyen ko baka igwapang ibang kung taon ining 54 million pirang percent ni kang annual budget
Ganda. Ano yan? Complete daw.
Babaon.
Babaon, sir.
Babaon. Baka igwa pa man ibang ko yan na
Mga ipa po kaya concerning Mr. Chair, mga ipa po ning figures itong mga hali sa SEF.
Sa in?
Ini pong mga naka-red, mga pa siyang figures. Diyan po sa last page.
Iyo, baka pwede.
Iyo po.
Maglang ka, hababaon kaya,
Wala
hababaon
pa
kaya,
po
ang
ini.
hababaon kaya ang 3% na yan.
Iyo po. Demi pa po kayo mga gadan, paman talagang
Sige,
nakataon
anyway,
CTO.
Idagdag na lang karon din. Anyway, ang kaipuhan man lang digdi sa for this budgeteering, ining 1% man lang kang LCPC. So later on na lang kami mahagad kaning total budget pag nagkaigwana ning audit. Yeah.
Okay po.
Yeah, for this budgeteering, ang kaipuhan man lang na i-mainstream itong 1% kang NCCWPC. Yeah.
Okay po.
Okay, thank you. Next.
Over kita by 2 million plus dahil 16 million ang yaon sa OSCA General Fund tapos may 7.2 sa social pension. So 23 million. So duman sa 1% requirement, nag-exceed na po kita with the 2 lines alone.
Sige, pahagad na lang kami kaya.
Iya
So
po.
compliance na siya.
Iya po. Inilang kita may problema sa last, kaya piga po doon po si Attorney PJ. Sa PIDAW,
Okay.
kulang kitang 2.2 sa ngunyan. Garo arog din kayo si structure last year. Pigiling mi po kaya nag-increase kita sa PIDAW fund eh. Pero di siya nag-abot.
Mayo kita duman sa LDF na project na
May inilang po sa SPA, ining 1.5 sa help learning.
linaog na nindo yun sa children.
Di halion mi nga ni po to duman. Dapat sabi mi halion.
Triple,
pero duman man siya sa
triple charging na yan.
dahil mo tinanggal mi man. Although dahil man siya dapat charge, specific man kaya siya for children with disability. Pero anyway, ang pigahanap mi po ngunyan, subago, kaya pig-request na si Attorney PJ, kung paano pig-report si last year, kung paano ta naabot si 1%. Nag-increase kaya baga si office budget. Mamang kitang hiniro halos generally si mga lines nag-increase. Pwede siya nag-abot. Kaya baka ang ginibot po, ang pwede tang gibuhon, i-identify si mga office programs and i-separate siya. Di ba? Aram taman may livelihoods for itong persons with disabilities na grupo. Igwa siya sigurong health, igwa sigurong scholarship na pig-tatao. So, bad kay puan siyang i-extract, pero kay puan gibuan specific PPA, yan ang i-request na po sa offices para clearly kaya tang i-account. Masakit kaya kung part siya kang kabilugan kang programa, masakit later. So baka kung may guidance mo kung paano ta ginibo last year or previous si 1% sa annual budget.
Sige.
Pwede
May
akong
gusto ko,
magdagdag,
Sir Ansel.
Since napansin ko short siya by 2 million, short as in sobrado si naka-allocate na pa.
Kulang. Para ma-met si 1%.
Okay. And ibig sabihin si allocation sobra. Kulang lang.
Kulang. Para ma-met si 1% provision for PWD, kulang paning 2.21 million.
Okay. Ang sarukang sector na medyo day natataaning focus ito mga special needs. On my part, kasi may aki akong special needs. Ang sarukang setback kan sarong pamilya is itong assessment kang akin inda. So they most of these are being done sa PCMC. I'm not sure kung nag-accept pa. And it took months bago ka makabook ng sarong specialist on PCMC. Baka kaya if ever man may dagdag yan sa sarong part. PIDAW.
Kaya nga ni,
since nasabi
okay
mo
man yan sir suggestion mo, kaya lang si allocation.
Akala ko nagkadoble ka.
Mr. Chair.
Councilor Gale.
Iyo po, dagdagan ko lang si sabi ni Sir Ansel, aware naman kita ka itong kagustuhan ni Mayor na matutukan ining children with special needs. So, igwa pong visiting developmental pediatrician na magiging regular, pero initially kaya man pinag-uulayan pa si cost. So, baka igwang mapagkukuanan pa si ma'am. Pero eventually, kung i-absorb na siya sa program, dapat ma-prioritize na din siya sa budget. Apart from that, itong training po for CBRS, natutugduan sinda katong bare minimum skills na after ma-assess kang si DepEd, after na ma-check kang si mga therapists, iba-ibang therapists, si CBRS ang ma-continue kang si kaya lang na ma-continue sa harong. So, ito po, may capacity building ito. Pero sa level kang urulay kaya ngon yan, ang cost, the APEC ko consider. So, ako, ang understanding ko baka igwang source for that. Pero Mr. Chair, baka pwede rin ma-consider, baka inilang yan si first na...
Sige, kung i-consider itong suggestion ni Sir Ansel and also Councilor Gale, idadagdag yan sa PIDAO and it would entail additional budget.
Yeah po.
So,
kaya ang pigiling mi po, nagsasabi si M, day kaya visible, sa iling ko day lang pig-compute, pig-quantify si assistance sa sektor. Baka pwede mong porbaran, balikan mi tulos kamo sa agap. Yaman ang health sector in the next 2 days. Si sa health tsaka si sa scholarship, ang arami igwaman sinang suway na pig-consider. Baka pwede tapong hilingon kung ano si... tapos isusuway ta siya. Sabihin, malaag ning separate line for health for persons with special needs, halimbawa, or disabilities.
Sige, kaya nga niya, two option. Either, makahanap ka mong itong opisina na may budget for PWD services. Kung dae, madagdag itong suggestion ni Sir Ansel and also Councilor Gale. Pero may gustong sabihin si Attorney PJ.
Maray na hapon po, councilors and sirs and ma'am. Ang aram ko po, si Ginibo man ni Sir Frank, parehas. Nagkataon lang, kambad si 16.8, tama ba? Plus 1.5, edi nasa 18 something. Pero si last budget kaya, 1.8 billion, tama ba? Kaya 1% siya. Nung nagkataon kaya ngon yan, may increase. Kaya short na siya. Duman sa 1%. Kadto, sakto. So,
kulang man.
Last year, Mayo kayo nag-assert.
Sabok pa yan, Mayo nag-assert.
1%.
Oo. Na i-implement talaga si PWD code. Sabok pa po yan, nagpapasalamat nga ni kami talaga kay Councilor Elmer.
Dahil siya 1%. Kung budget lang kang
kung budget lang po kang
dahil siya 1%.
Kung aarugon...
Pero okay naman nga ni kitang i-mainstream. Ang request mi lang, mailuwas lang kung saan pa itong other allocation for PWD.
Yes po. Sabok pa po yan.
Balikan mi po kamo.
Sige. Okay. Sige. Ano pa tong iba?
Iyon man lang po siya.
Iyon man lang. Si itong, si mga Wenta o Ulayan, itong request pa, mga pending request of other offices. Pinakamaray, sige, kung mayo ng concern, we end for today's budget hearing and we resume tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. Tano day kaya? 9? Okay, 8:30.
Governance po kita sa akin.
Okay. Sige. Kwento diretso.
Hanggang hapon.
Ayo, si Gabos,
Pwedeng mag-send po kami kung ano si order kang office para sa ibang opisina.
Sige. Iyon. Nabis kami, dumambaga sa presentation nindo, yung man lang to ang sinusunod mi, unless may nakikiulay na mainot sinda, pag okay man, di pinagbibigyan. Pero kung ano si presentation nindo, yun na to si order kang pag-upload mi.
Ayusin mo lang po si order. Send me si soft copy mo niya nabanggi sa agang-aga si printout pag abot tayo.
Sige. Okay, so we take a break and resume tomorrow.
Thank you.